Where is everyone? It makes me uneasy. Like summer's heat, we must not relent.
She's just an outlaw. What threat could she really pose?
Threat? The cut need only be slight. But if it is left unchecked, the wound will fester all the same. The pain will be so unbearable. Death would be a mercy.
Alright, with that fantastic trailer, welcome on in. Zheng Jiang shall pay for her crimes. Perhaps. But I would say only if we run into Lu Bu's forces down here, with the remnants of them who claim the Emperor. But welcome on in, everyone. Welcome, Common, Tristan, Techie. Good to see you all. Hour of War. Yeah, we shall indeed. So it is for all who were here for the previous stream. We are basically just a turn later here. I've moved Zheng Jiang, actually not even a turn, just moved her onto the north and started passing out some of the loot, sharing those spoils. which when you are one of the bandit factions in Three Kingdoms, and everyone has a military supplies bar, which is going to kind of determine how far you can move and how long you can remain in field and keep sieges going. So you have your own supplies you have to maintain, as well as like defenders do. So it kind of makes you keep track of your own army's supplies, and you can increase that, or it can be lowered by certain things. But after you run out of those supplies, you start taking attrition, and quite a bit of it too. So something you want to keep in mind as you're out in the field. And he's Skaven in ancient China. Well, I mean, not that we know of. Alright, Techie. But the sharing the spoils is going to drop some of our overall loot, which, as we're bandits, we have loot instead of military supplies. Loot is just going to be giving us more post-battle loot, I'm pretty sure. But it will actually slow down how far we can move. So the more loot you have, the more post-battle loot, and the more satisfaction you have. I might be wrong on this, so at any point during Three Kingdoms, Three Kingdoms is not a game that I know super well, so I'm not going to spend a lot of time attempting to do any kind of teaching at all. We're going to be learning Three Kingdoms together as a big happy family.
Reject authority.
Reject authority. But all the single ladies crew, we've got trebuchets, we've got crossbows, and we've got bandit hunters. So as soon as we are able, we'll be throwing fire arrows at the enemy as well. As we learned in the first episode there, enemy towers are crazy. So towers in this game are a absolute nightmare. We are playing on romance mode, which basically just means that our heroes are going to be single entities, and they are going to be absolute monsters on the field. So by themselves can easily wreck several units of soldiers there, especially legendary champions and legendary heroes such as Zheng Jiang herself. Everyone's got weapons, armor, mounts, followers, and accessories that will be boosting up their stats. Won't spend too much time going through what we have at the moment. We've kicked most of the people out of our faction just to kind of keep our treasury in order, and I think it has worked out for the most part. It allows us to get a trebuchet in pretty early on, which has allowed us to claim Gu Pass, which is one of the kind of main military districts there. And then we finally kind of secured our first commandery and taken Yan Min from the other bandit faction, Zheng Jiang, which what we're doing is currently moving Zhang up north to get into a battle with Zhang. If we can capture him, great. If we can possibly vassalize this faction here, that will be also just fine, because our faction gains a lot of extra... Where is it? I guess on top of getting extra diplomatic income from tributaries, she's supposed to get, I think it's 100% extra. Maybe that just increases as our infamy goes up. Yeah, indeed. So we can get up to 150% more diplomatic income from our tributaries, which is just going to be people we vassalize. That's what we're going to be trying to do with the other bandits there. If we can't capture Zheng Jiang to put him in the army with our main queen here, so be it. We'll just crush the Bandit King. Got Mount Wutai. We're basically just going to move through this province here, and if he decides to attack us, great. We'll claim Yan Min and then move back south and try to keep our mercenary contract up and running. We accepted a contract from Zhang Yang here to move on down and attack Liu Dai, who is way down here next to the prince. This is him, Liu Dai here. We need to fight one of his armies and try to take one of his lands before the mercenary contract ends in 11 turns. We've not done great, and so we're kind of despised at the moment. But we don't care about what anyone else thinks about us. We are here to wreak havoc. To start up, though, we're going to go ahead and upgrade our iron mine. This is going to give us a bit more oil stakes for our pre-battle deployment for any factions that actually do have them. And then drop our upkeep for sword and shield infantry faction-wide. Gives us a bit more income and some more reserve capacity, which I think in our case is going to be how long you can hold out in a siege, which is down here. So in a siege, we can hold out for 4 turns. So the more we increase that, the better we'll be in the case of a siege, and we can increase that by things like food and other kind of small upgrades as well. So we're going to go ahead and upgrade the fortified hideout here, which will also give us a nice chunky garrison. Take 3 turns for that to go on in. All of the buildings in Three Kingdoms, though, you can speed up with a bit of gold. Tower equals machine gun. Facts. So what is the end goal? We don't know just yet. We've kind of just started up with this campaign. One of our first goals is going to be claiming the Child Emperor, though, and either slaying Dong Min or hopefully we're going to try to get Lu Bu in on the army because he's the strongest duelist in the game. I'm going to throw around a lot of names. If you know them, great. If not, we'll get to learn them as we go. But Lu Bu, the name, if you do not know, he is horrifying in combat. He's the only, I think, the only duelist in the entire game that can beat Zheng Jiang. I don't even think the God of War can defeat her, and he will be down here somewhere in the mountains. So we won't have to worry about him for a while. For now, we deal with the Bandit King. We're sharing the spoils, which is also giving us a lot of extra replenishment. Try to prepare for the battle ahead. Hopefully he's not sending any armies through the mountain pass. We learned that he can kind of sneak through if he really wants to. Hopefully he's not that kind of intelligent. Before we end the turn, coming on into the diplomacy, we have two factions that we're starting to get good relations with, Gao Gan and Zheng Jiang here. One moment, I'm going to grab a water. We're starting to lose the voice for a second. I mean, end goal is going to be to become the Empress of China. Now that I'm coming on back, Techie, that will be the final end goal. Even if we have to chuck the old prince out a window, or the old emperor out the window. But first, though, we take down Zheng Yan. So we've got a couple factions we are friends with. We're going to try to gain a bit more gold out of them. So we have our quick deal list. I'm going to go for... I just want to see if there's anyone... Nah, no one wants peace. But for the military access, we need to actually get through these two factions without causing issues and not actually even fight Liu Dai. So we're going to go ahead and grab... Where's Wang Quang at? Huh. I mean, I've made deals with him, but I'm not sure where he is. We'll just go for Gao Gan in the south here. To negotiate up, he would like that for a plus 4.3 means he's likely to give us some gold. Oh, we can get tribute from them? Oh, no. Absolutely not. Maybe later on, then. I'll just request some payment for you from now. We will be not marrying any of our lovely faction ladies off to Gao Gan's faction. Only incredibly powerful generals. As is their right. Keep moving this on up. We'll hit the make this work and propose the deal. So 1211 for a military access. Sounds good.
This
deal
meets
signed.
our approval.
Good to hear, bud. We'll grab another... Han Fu would like a non-aggression pact, so instead of fighting him, we could subjugate him the old-fashioned way. It sounds a bit boring. We'll see how things are before we go for that one. We'll grab one more military access here with Zheng Yang. He's not as likely to go for it. Oh, never mind.
Enter freely, friend.
We just needed to see it. Do you have any cool ancillaries I'd like to have? Nah, he's got absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. We'll just take the money then. We'll just take this up to where it's no longer doable. So, what, 5,000? Then say make this work. Beautiful. We'll take it.
We reach an understanding.
Now I have a lot more gold. Perfect. We could use this gold to upgrade a Yanmin. We're going to go for the main town there, which will give us a bit more population capacity and more building slots, which would be great. We have enough gold. We could actually go ahead and, since there's no good candidates in court, so every turn or every couple turns you'll have new candidates show on up, which are just different heroes that you can recruit on in. They'll all have their different traits, past loyalties to different factions, or no past loyalties to different factions, but they'll have traits and different things. And that will either mesh or not with your people you have already in. So harmony's really, really big thing you have to keep an eye on. What we will want to watch out for, though, is that occasionally, like with Yu Jin here, legendary characters will come on through. Problem is that he doesn't actually like either Zheng Jiang or Liu Zheng, and mostly because he's an enforcer of the law, we see. I don't know how happy he is to be here with the bandits, but we're going to give him his own army, and he's just going to kind of maraud off on his own. As long as we keep him well away from the Bandit Queen, it shouldn't cause any harmony issues. What we'll do is come on in here and actually instantly complete the construction on that one for 1,500. And now we've got the fortified hideout camp, which is great. Already got the food tents in on there, which we have to pay for a little bit, but it's going to give us a nice bit of prestige and some more population growth. Could go ahead and go for the upgrade of the temporary labor housing, but only after we get the city upgraded. With the bandits, one thing we will want to note is after we get to the large city tier, we actually cannot go higher. Well, you can, but you take some very severe penalties. So bandits, I guess, are not meant to have things that are above the large cities. So the regional cities will have a lot more corruption coming on in. You will just have to do some things to counter it. It's completely doable. It's just that your faction will struggle to maintain a city of the size. So we may go for it, we may not. Something to keep in mind all the same. Alright, I think we are good to go. We've got a good bit of gold hanging out. Reforms are looking good. We will pass the turn and see how things play out. Hopefully we can get some new excellent characters in. Some that are all about banditry. Right, so Yuan Shao has now signed peace with Zheng Jiang. That's just fine. Who we have not signed peace with is anyone. So we're about to replenish on up to max. Let's go into the encamp stance.
Set up the camp.
She actually can't move it in camp, can we? This is in Warhammer. So we've got to math it on out. It's just fine. Move on down the road. Go to, looks like 56 is as far as we can get it.
Watch for traps.
That's fine.
Ready
Going
the encampment.
into encamp stance. And that's not much replenishment at all here in the mountains. It's gonna take us a little bit to get up here into Yanmen, which is unfortunate. But it is the way. As soon as Yujin is back from his mission, he's currently on a mission to drop construction cost and construction time. Once he's back, we'll give him an army. Gotta get him on a patrol. He can even do some raiding. Yeah, I don't know. We may lose this mercenary contract. We're down to -4, which it claims once you hit 0, it breaks the contract, which would be unfortunate, but at the same time, you paid me and didn't give me any time to get down there. Alright, that's another turn then.
War wearies both our sides.
Oh, Dogman actually would like to have peace if we give him a bunch of goodies. Yeah, you can bugger on off, bud.
Another time then.
How many provinces shall I'm not sure exactly how many we'll claim before we call it the end. We will just have a good time playing Three Kingdoms for a bit. Once we defeat Dongmin, we'll probably think about where we're going to go from there, claiming the Emperor. So Wang Quang has signed a peace treaty. You have accepted a mercenary contract against your new employer's enemy. Whether they were old friends or foes matters not. Oh, so wait. Oh, the mission was aborted. Failed contract. So this failed promise is going to have a diplomatic relations hit for 10 turns with all factions. Unfortunate. But we probably should not have taken that contract, realizing we couldn't have made it all the way down there. That's okay. We're the Bandit Queen. People don't like us anyway. We'll go back into normal stance.
Turn to standard position.
And let's move on up. See if we can see further ahead. Nope. Well, we'll stay in our territory, replenish up, and then we'll sprint on over and attack. We should be at a good place to do so. Well, I'm tempted to upgrade the Hidden Fortress again there, just for the increased upkeep reduction. I think it's a good idea to go for the upgrade for the small city here, which will decrease our food income. I'm realizing we may not want to go for that just yet then. Yeah, let's go for, instead, our Hidden Fortress, which will cost 2,400 and take 3 turns. No new exciting candidates here. All of them pretty mediocre. We need no one else at the moment anyway. We'll take a quick look at diplomacy. Yuan Shao would take a non-aggression pact. That's probably a good idea. Just to keep him off our back for now.
May we find common ground.
I want you to give me money. Oh, he doesn't want to give me money. That's fair. We'll just take the non-aggression pact with Yuan Shao. I'm untrustworthy, am I? Maybe why he likes us. On Fu, I am tempted to fight. So we're not going to take any deals with you. Where is Wang Kuang at? Is he just a member of this faction here? Like a sub-member? I mean, we'll take military access with you.
Welcome. Take a seat.
You give me all of your money. We'll take it up to about 6,000, and then we'll make it work. Oh, only for 600. That's just fine. We'll take the money.
This meets our approval.
And then anyone we are not currently making deals with, we shall deal with through the application of bonk.
Bandits are less corrupt than nobles.
Facts. Let's get it going. Hey, Daniel, welcome on in, dude. You gotta take his stuff instead. That's what we're on.
Our best wishes.
How do you keep so many campaigns going at the same time? Foolishness. Half the time, I don't think it's the smartest thing to do. We've got another. Are you sure you want to give me another mercenary contract after what happened last time? But I appreciate you. Appreciate you coming on in. What do you want us to fight? Dongmen? Where is Dongmen? Oh, never mind. This is Dongmen. Yeah, perfectly fine. Yeah, agreed.
A productive meeting. Thank you.
Dinch, huh? Alright, well, we've got a new mercenary contract. Now, hopefully we don't fail this one. You have accepted a mercenary contract against your new employer's enemy. Whether they were old friends, foes, it matters not. All that counts is that counts is the contract and the promise of pay. More than gold is a stake. If you fail to strike the enemy within the first 2 years of contract, we probably should have read that the first time. Your reputation could suffer greatly. We've got 2 years to hit them. Fair enough. You gain a clay axe. Let's first get through here and attack the Bandit King. Luckily, we've got plenty of loot, so we shouldn't have too many problems. Set up in Fanji here hiding. Got a fair few defenders though. Jian infantry are fairly decent at fighting. Everything else here, no problem.
There's no shame in notoriety.
Alright, yeah, no, we'll go for that one. Staying in their territory is going to be a bit dangerous, but if we can lure them out of the fight, that'd be great. We'll likely sit for a turn and replenish, or even go to an ambush stance, maybe over on this side. We'll see. Can I call you on back from what you're doing? Let's find out. Go into our assignments here. Oh, he's doing it for one more turn. I mean, that's not that useful. So you can come on back. I'd like to actually deploy you into the field. It still takes a turn to come on back. Either way, we should have left him in. Lessons learned. We'll keep gaining more gold. And I think, wait, yep. He is nearly elite. We'll probably want to grab in a new one soon enough. Want to see someone that is able to actually roll with Eugen here. Someone who harmonizes with someone who likes order in our bandit faction. He's gonna come on back, but was a waste. Alrighty then. Let's go ahead and end the turn.
Read and review.
Oh yeah, no, you heal incredibly slowly, except for on certain seasons you heal quite a bit. There's a lot of replenishment. Form a coalition. Why do people want to form a coalition? Oh, he wants me to pay him money. No. Get out of here, you.
Very well.
Very well. Almost as though he didn't expect me to say yes anyway. He is up in our territory, though. We need to defeat the Bandit King quickly. We are not going to go straight in. Well, never mind. We've got the catapults, or the trebuchets. Man, we do not have... Let's see how much we'll... I don't think you actually replenish in enemy territory, though, even on in-camp mode. So we will want to attack. Even kind of in dire straits here with a few of our troops. He only has the one unit of cavalry. Actually, you've got the marauders as well, but they're pretty weak. The clay fish. A couple new people of merit. Neither of them looked very elite. And then a Yanmen has been constructed into a town. Awesome. Since Eugen's back, we could send him out to spy. Not yet. Gongsun Zan being all the way over here is a bit spooky. Got some G infantry and some proper... Yeah, you got some proper infantry here. We don't. What we have is the strongest general in the entirety of northern China. Upgrade the fortress down here in the south. I just think that'd be probably a bad call for now. This one is more based on food production, so for commerce and agriculture building construction costs. Another tribute hall for more post-battle loot faction-wide is probably a good call. We'll throw that sucker on in. And we may need to grab one of these other strategists just to have another soldier in here. Prefer it not be a strategist. Boo! Oh, he's vain. So he costs a lot more. He's suspicious, and he's clever. But he seems like he's the worst. He's willing to spy for us. Was past loyalty with Yuan Shu. Yeah, that's not... You're untrustworthy to the maximum. And then you're graceful, a pacifist, and beautiful. A pacifist bandit. How interesting. I'm not sure how that works out. You probably don't want to join our faction. It does heal you. It does, but I don't think it does in enemy territory. I'm happy to find out, though.
My reach
yeah,
is
in enemy
endless.
territory, there is no healing. Not even sharing the spoils. We're going to be jumping on in to surround Yanmen. No problem, no problem. But I'm tempted to recruit Yun Jin on in, even if he doesn't like, even if he doesn't like them. In fact, we might recruit him on in and then separate him off the army. All right, so let's go ahead and charge on in, surround Yanmen.
Roar loudly. Cry loud.
Cry loud. Give us a valiant defeat. We are going to starve them out for now.
Strike hard.
The artillery helps us out a lot. And then we'll see about recruiting in... Oh, we have to be in our unit.
Mercy.
Or our territory. That would make a ton of sense. Alright, well, instead then... Probably just want to raise it an army just to make sure that Gongsun Zan doesn't try anything funny.
Spring's bounties shall be mine.
Alright, well, let's
For
take the fight
vengeance.
to this poor
Push
fool here.
forward.
He's got a lot of infantry. But what I have is all of the crossbows and the angriest lady in China. Let's take a quick look at the map. Okay, so it is going to be a proper settlement battle, so we can kind of stay back and blast them with the trebuchets, at least to start. See about taking down the towers, then move the crossbows in from there. Let's do it.
we shall be carried along by a wave of victory.
Well, let's hope. It's either that or a quick defeat here for the first battle. Am I the one to let them come to O? No, that's weakness. Balls to the wall, let's do it. Okay, we will sit back and blow up their towers before we advance, though. We have a nice bit of area to kind of launch rocks down once they have been dealt with, too. As close as we can without irritating the towers there. Called intelligence. I mean, you're fair enough.
To attention.
But no intelligence here. My fear is that Gongsun Zan is going to try to attack us while we're weak, especially since we are bandits and at odds with a lot of others right now. Grab U3. Set up kind of an archer core here. Put them in guard mode. I'm going to at least set them up with the trebuchets. I'm gonna have these guys put them on. Oh, they got poison shot now? That's awesome. It has equal range, but it does shoot a little bit slower. No, it shoots exactly the same. Do they have less of that? Deals less damage. I mean, that's fine. We'll switch to that later on then. We'll set these guys up in loose formation and then fire at wheel mode. Gonna have them off on the right or the left of the archers, or we already have in. We'll have the spearmen advancing from the forest. Cavalry with cavalry can roll with our lord here. We don't mind have them coming out of the forest just fine, and we have her back. She's not getting hit by the towers. All right then. Infantry, cavalry, Zheng Jiang and Lu Zhang. Battle begin. And apply the rock. I'm pretty sure, yeah, the normal rocks, these towers are weak, so it shouldn't take the flammable round, and if it takes more than one, we'll switch. And apply. You let me down. In front of my wizard friends. Rock beats human. In most cases. Depending on the size of your rock. Especially if you light them on fire. Oh, no one got hit at all. Listen. You guys are not applying bonk properly. They're just right here. Just throw the right... There you go. Those look like they'll hit. Or not. They weren't joking with the less accuracy there. Come on, trebuchets. Oh, never mind. Those ones are on fire. We'll switch targets now. It was just hiding. Beautiful. No, shoot at the tower, please. You leave those humies alone. Those are going way wide. Couple fellas got pasted there, though. Warheads on foreheads. We appreciate it. Those dudes are smoldering the whole way down. How much fire damage we have? Oh, they completely missed. Alright. You're embarrassed. Oh, there we go. There, it's immediately on fire. Now we switch. Try to launch them at the Wang Dang in the middle here. Once it's on fire, the building will destroy itself. I don't think you can actually put out fires.
Do you need a moment to prepare? I can wait.
What were you aiming at?
You continue to talk, yet I hear nothing but empty noise.
Talking all the smack.
Ready.
I think he needs a hug. Let's make sure none of these other towers, these ones actually have perfectly good range on us. Let's go ahead and switch targets. There are a couple trees in the way, so hopefully you're able to make do just fine.
Be ready.
may have to deal with getting shot up by the machine guns on the way in a bit.
Any
I'd like to take
last
down one of
words?
them, though. We'll wait.
I will not rise to petulant insults.
We're just gonna sit here and smack talk from a distance. I approve. Ah, you missed. Come on then, Loss. Aim proper. I mean, everything else is all on fire. That's kind of great. Oh yeah, no, the conversation system in Warhammer would be fantastic. Just smack talk flying. Manfred the Man-Child would be a big old pain. What's going on with you guys? How are you? Are you losing men? Oh, that's just telling us they're in a loose formation. Fair enough. Wow. Our artillery teams really need some work. Oh, there we go. There's a hit. Fire damage immediately sets in. Come on. Oh, we almost got another lucky hit. As soon as they're out of ammo, we're in bad straits. Oh, you missed again. This forest over here is likely to be on fire soon. Albeit on accident. This one over here is. Only you can prevent wildfires or start them. And they're almost out of ammo too. Alright, well in that case... Oh no, we got it! Beautiful. Okay, switch out of this mode and just chuck rocks at this bandit gang up front. And now we can send in the archer gang. They are indeed. They weren't doing that good of a job hiding.
March quickly. Heal yourselves. Go, go. Strike them down. Move
It's
up
time.
quickly. Faster.
The axes of doom are upon you.
Fire catapult.
Alright, trebuchets. I thought I told you to throw the normal rocks. You actually had a good chance of hitting. But such is not the way, apparently.
The time has come. Make ready.
We'll keep her nearby just for the debuff she applies.
Double time. Hurry, move.
Ooh, nice hits.
Faster.
And then the crossbow bolts flying in as well. Enjoy. They're already wavering. Just a blanket of arrows.
Look, the enemy run. Crave it.
Wouldn't you?
At them. Make haste.
Ah, you thought.
Move out quickly.
It was a joke.
Ready.
Crossbows deal with this next group.
Steel yourselves. Double time.
Blanket them in death.
Battle. With speed. Stand ready. To attention. Take
The
heed,
lesser
warriors.
green soldiers.
You seem to be struggling. Need some help?
Do try and remember who your enemy is.
You lack spirit. Prepare.
Killed him quickly, jeez.
Run. Prepare. Make ready.
Alright, well your lord already lays
Our men have been
fallen.
discovered.
How do you feel?
At the ready. Take them down. Steel yourself. Movement.
Bring the
Faster.
cavalry in.
Ready. Move, move.
They realize these towers over here are probably firing on us as well. We're gonna want to move in and quickly deal with.
The time has come. Steel yourself. Attend.
Scoot to this position. Oh, I thought I grabbed both of you.
Archers ready.
Move to here. Cavalry
Come.
will come directly through.
Move. Run, run.
Well, you can keep these guys pinned down for a moment.
Prepare. Make ready.
Did she get knocked off her horse? Oh, she did.
Feel the
I mean, you guys aren't gonna want to fight her on foot either, I can't lie.
Strike. Stand ready. Take heed, warriors. Cavalry to attention. Yes, the enemy unit flees. What?
These guys are no
cowards?
longer braced. Send them in.
Ready. To attention.
He doesn't want a duel.
Cavalry.
Alright, now we bring our cavalry out
Cavalry.
before they take too much damage.
Run. Ready, move.
Come on. Shoot your bows. Did I lose targeting on them? Back in normal formation and actually slow them down with the poison shot. Of course, he turned and ran. Why would he do anything else? Our spearmen here about to get absolutely shredded.
Ready! The enemy unit flees! What cowards!
There we go. Just a blanket of arrows dropped down on them. They wanted nothing to do with it.
Move out quickly! Move it! Quick, march! Get ready! Take heed, warriors!
He keeps just diving in and out because he's got a
Raise speed!
horse.
Steal
Being a coward.
to
Hold on.
attention. Move!
Stab those archers something fierce.
The time
Meanwhile, we have to keep chasing their lord around.
prepare! The time has come!
Kind of a coward. Have you guys deal with the enemy. Our arrow soldiers coming on forward. We are burning everything, being bandits. Just being absolute banditos. Looks like we've lost the tower. Alright, well, the enemy lord flees. Try to chop up this bandit gang here. Too much going on to actually bring...
Men are out of ammunition!
I see that, that's not great. Pull them back.
Quickly! Axis, attack! Make haste! Movement! Stand ready! Prepare! Go! Stand ready! Ready!
Alright, Zheng Jiang, let's come over here and claim this point here. Just sprint away from them for a moment. Let our archers kind of
Take heed, warriors!
deal with the boys that are chasing you, or at least attempt to. Meanwhile, these guys can kind of fill in the gaps and shoot at those bandit hunters.
The time has come!
Just a battle of range at the moment. Alright, they're broken. Zhang, keep moving. We have to stop this machine gun tower.
Yes! Cavalry, stand
Move the
ready!
cavalry around to try to help out.
Cavalry, attack! Faster! Steel yourself! To attention! To attention! To battle! Stand ready! Rain down missiles! Ready! Fire! For the cause!
Keep raiding death.
Take heed, warriors! At the ready!
Not an easy fight by any means here. Okay, we've claimed this point, which means we're not going to deal with nonsense. We'll pull the cavalry back for just a moment. Zheng Jiang can keep ripping her way through.
Earth's power! To attention!
Slayer of men. He's killing 4 or 5 of them with every single attack. Oh, flipped over that guy.
Get ready! Go! Double time!
Keep you away from these bandito warriors. We can bring
Take heed, warriors! Steel yourself!
Oh, Zheng Jiang's taking too much damage. Okay, so we don't really want her thrown in with normal warriors then. We've just learned that is her weakness. Ouch, that was a lot of damage. You have to keep in mind, if we take a turn or two to share the spoils here after this battle, we should be just fine though.
Ready! Show fury!
Axemen come through and help out. We're claiming the final point though. I'm not sure why they're deciding to stay.
Please! What cowards!
Losing your horse is unfortunate. Luckily, though, with the steady application of flying and pokey arrows, we do win the battle. Skaven versus Dwarf Trash Talk. I'll try to catch up with chat now. I got a little bit more hairy than I expected.
The time has come! At the ready! Weapons!
I'm able to leave your house for 3 days due to the smoke in Canada. That's not good at all. I know it's been getting pretty bad. It's not letting up anytime soon. Doesn't seem really not good. Hopefully you all stay safe. You are in the path.
Steel yourself! The enemy warriors are running!
No, Zheng Jiang, you need to stay back. You're not great in a straight up scrum there. That's a captain regiment. We probably don't want to be fighting them
Ready!
in a straight up melee. Just let our archers keep whittling away at them. We've got plenty of ammunition.
X-Men stand by!
There it is. There's the win. Man, it's going to be Pyrrhic for sure, but we'll take it. Bandit King dealt with. Oh, you guys are both in the way. Become one part of the crew, part of the ship.
They have paid for
Oh, we actually only ended up losing 229, so it just looks like the morale on them broke. They turned and ran, which is just fine. We get a good bit of infamy and take down all of the enemy there. No problem. Oh, we can loot and occupy. It'd give us a bit of infamy, but only one, and it actually wouldn't give us all that much in terms of income and loot. So we'll just go ahead and occupy as normal.
It would be a shame not to
A treasure. As you proceed through the annexed settlement, one of your officers brings an ornate chest before you, sealed with a heavy lock. You strike it firmly with your axe, breaking the chest open to reveal its contents. A most valuable item, treasure amongst treasures. A golden key. Or a golden primar, almost, it looks like. You gain a chance, you gain an auxiliary. Okay. It's like an Uno chance card or a Monopoly chance card. 2 bandits fight in the mountains. Path of Glory. After winning, we gain 4,000 population growth for 5 turns. 5 public order, and then 20% more income from our peasantry. Oh, yeah, Zheng Jiang has been crushed. Crump, if you will. That's brutal. That's not what you do with a flag. The bandits ride on the Yuan. These decadent, naive warlords bicker over the scraps of the Han. Oh, the destroy the Yuan Shao after we just declared a non-aggression? Interesting. The Yuan claim to lead coalitions to keep the peace, but they are nothing but power-hungry fools deserving of the axe. Also, it's a challenge. It's not actually a... Challenges are not required for victory, but provide a test to those who seek to follow the footsteps of history. Ah, I seek to follow the footsteps of history. Alright, well, we occupy Yanmen. Commandery has been secured. All killed in battle. She hit them like twice, and they exploded. They got lucky that her horse went down. Hopefully we can get one that's armored. Not sure if there are armored horses in this one, but if there are, one with a bit more health.
follow ambition.
Okay, okay. Well, we will go ahead and can't spread the loot because we've used too much of our movement. That's fine, I guess. Maximum construction. Take 1 turn. It would cost 1,000 to rush. That would likely be foolish. You up in the north. This is a fort settlement, looks like. That's a large town. I'm just crazy. Because I saw this icon here and it kind of looked like a gate fort. I wouldn't mind getting into a fight with Gongsun Zan. I would just need some more decent allies. Let's get on down back south to fulfill our mercenary contract. We can kind of keep things at least fairly peaceable with Gongsun and the others on this side for now. Keep a wary eye on them and then declare later on. We do have a couple of provinces to kind of keep between ourselves. Nice. We'll go ahead and upgrade the Gu Pass for 3,000. I think. Income from iron commerce. We don't have that much in terms of commerce. Let's go ahead and save the gold. Passers-by they dislike. Oh, they like Zheng He then, or however you would say. Is it here? Or I'm gonna butcher all of the names. The ones I do know how to pronounce, I do my best though. But they've got a Zhang that they do like. Han and Jin they do not.
Justice is claimed by whoever wins.
Fair enough. We'll go ahead and end the turn and see about spending some money. Next turn. Looters have declared war on Gongzunzan, as I guess they would. Southern Xiongnu. These Xiongnu hide in many places, which can be found if one knows where to look. A new year brings a new opportunity to steal your people. Oh, we finished up our research. And we gained a stone rooster. Lovely. The iron mines are done, and the tributary shrine is as well. This man was in the middle of an ambush. Didn't work out. One new candidate added to the list, which is a bit sad. He's destroying this faction. Going soon. Zheng Jiang infantry. I mean, in a one-on-one fight, Bandit Queen beats all of these guys. Probably because they've got a lot of extra troops running around. Let's see. Zheng, are you friendly with any of the other people in my faction? She is philanthropic, arrogant, and ambitious. Is there a way to know how she would feel towards my faction members before I recruit her in? Ooh, maybe. She's gonna be hard to find. Okay, so we'll go back over to the court and find Zheng Jingyu. Just type in Jingyu. Nope. Was he? Where are you at now? Are you in our faction? Surely not. He does like Zheng Jiang. He just doesn't like that we defeated her in battle. Well, being a sentinel, I would like to have you in the army so I can hold the line while Zheng Jiang hunts down enemy lords. I just don't know if she will mesh with our troops here. Let's pull back out of this one and perhaps we can find out in the recruitment page. We'll find a way for it to tell us. Nope, she likes nobody here. Lu Wen Yang. We just need more troops. And harmony is going to be the way to go here, so... Welcome to the army.
When drawing a bow, hold the breath.
More strategists than we probably need in one setting here. Inspiring Surge gives us a decreased cooldown. Luckily they have different stats and abilities though, which is awesome. More range damage for her own retinue. Available trade agreements. I think it's probably time to switch some of these bandit hunters on over to some more frontline. We've got lots of bowmen coming in. So let's grab some more bandit spear gang. Some hidden axes. Peasantry, resolve, expertise, or authority. This gives you more in terms of bonuses there. If we can give you anything to give you more resolve, we will. Or more cunning. Melee cavalry. That'll likely be the way then. More instinct, which she doesn't really need. Authority is going to give us more morale. Part of set. Expert of farms. If you get both, it drops the construction cost for agriculture in your administered commandery. Oh, there's set bonuses here. That's cool. Makes it even more. Hand of the King. Minus 10% corruption. Pretty solid. In the meantime, though, we'll just go for this one. Own army, I'm assuming, gives it to everyone, including the people in Zhang's force. Zhang can't give them anything else for more Oh, yeah, we can. Switch those on over. Well. I guess that one doesn't matter as much. Sweet. Well, let's grab a couple more troops then. She has horseback huntsmen. Oh, she has a lot of interesting troops that we don't have access to with some of these others here. I wonder why not. Huh. Multiple bolt crossbow. The Jianbei horse archers, which sounds really cool. Or just normal archers. Yeah, let's grab these Jianbei horse archers. We can actually afford 2. So we'll grab both. Get ourselves some skirmish cav. My general's unhappy. Ooh. 17 satisfaction.
How may I serve?
58 satisfaction. I mean, we're doing way better than normal. I don't know what you're talking about. She's got a free. She doesn't look very happy, does she? Angry. She's a pacifist, though. We don't have to worry about it too bad.
Never yield.
Never yield, huh? Never yield. I think it'd be a good call to go for... Love some research rate, but just more income. Don't really want to have to pay for any buildings. We're just going to go for the black market. And then with Zheng Jiang, we can... I'd like to set up... Share spoils is not allowed inside of a town, so we have to come on out, share the spoils.
Resist servitude.
Servitude. And we will come on over... Wow, we are replenishing almost 0. Even when sharing the spoils, huh?
Which refuses summer's lift.
Is it because of our pacifist? Is she causing us issues? Oh no, it was just a visual bug.
Discard mercy to achieve ambition.
Okay. Well, I would like to get closer to Gongsun. Also stay away far enough that he can't reach us. He can get to this position, so we'll just go to...
There's no shame in notoriety.
Here.
We march!
Should be just outside of his reach. Low general satisfaction. In fact, now that we've brought him on back, we can just send him back out to another mission. Thank you for your service. Plus loot not needed. You can come on up here and help out, though. Not needed there either. We can go for dropping the upkeep here at Goo Pass. That'll be just fine. Want to learn? You're about to learn smoke bending. That's fair enough. If you played the most recent, I don't think they've been the Infamous game since, but if the most recent Infamous game, you get the most interesting abilities starting with smoke. Go from lightning to smoke powers. I haven't seen a Three Kingdoms playthrough in a while. I started one up for Liu Bei, but fair enough. I really haven't either. I have a good bit of fun playing through, so I figured we could do so on stream. I'm trying to remember what we were moving towards last time. I think it was just the extra campaign movement range, the Flying Horses of Wu Wei. More loot when raiding and more movement range. The movement range is really what we're going for there. Search. And if you actually own the settlements inside the province, you get more research rate for whichever you are trying to research. It just takes us so long to actually get out there and claim those that we'll be well past there by the time. More movement range it is. Likely coming down towards the League of the Great Peace next for population growth and support.
Bandits are less corrupt than nobles.
We could get military access with Han Fu, who is currently getting crushed by Gongsun Zan. I'd like to fight Gongsun Zan, so maybe as soon as he turns his back or has a lapse in judgment after he fights this army here. When they're a little bit beleaguered, we can move on in. He would... Well, actually, he has pretty good instinct comparatively.
Remain supple.
He just has a lot of resolve as well. It would be a duel of ages for sure. Right in the turn, though. We're slowly losing our...
What say you?
Form coalition. I say bugger off.
If that is your choice.
March. I think now is the time. An escorted caravan approaches an escorted caravan approaches, and you recognize the banners of your current employer. Perhaps they harbor doubts as to your loyalties and seek reassurance of your continued support. An envoy is brought before you as men unload chests from the baggage train. This time, I think we'll go for respectfully decline, just so we can keep the contract going a little bit longer, because we'll definitely come on over and fight Dong Min. It's just we haven't been able to just yet. We'll decline. Let your quality be known, and do not cheapen yourself by accepting such trinkets. We gain a noble sword. Some new peeps out on the People of Merit screen. The black market's done. And Gong Sun Zan has himself a new capital. He's in March. Oh man, I think we could take him.
Ever upwards.
We've got trebuchets. He's got a lot of cavalry, though. It's my only real concern. Mounted lancers. But if they move in too close, they'll get torn up. I think we could win. He's got 3 units of White Horse archers.
All will know the name Zheng Jiang.
Alright, Young. I think we will... We'll prepare. He's in March stance, would likely give us an opportunity to take him down. We just don't have enough soldiers at the moment. So let's move to Fanji, or at least move to this position here. Do some more recruiting while we're sharing the loot. She can recruit some bandit hidden axes as well. Those guys' poison arrows are going to be really useful. What do y'all think, chat? For our next soldiers we need. Well, I think our next battle is going to be going up against Gong Sun Zan. We need to get our infamy even higher up. I think we finally passed into... No, we're still inferior. We're just barely away from acknowledged, and to get so, I think we need to fight with Gong Sun. Or as I say that, we've got a mercenary contract. Let's follow through. Gong Sun Zan. Gotta be less foolish. We'll take a non-aggression with you. But you have to give me some gold. Hope we can arrange the marriage. Now, see, that's weak. If you want to marry Gong Sun Zan to Zheng Jiang, that'd be just fine. Let's take some money from him. We'll play the smart game here. Actually go fight the people we are contracted to fight. Then we can come back and deal with Gong Sun later on.
It is agreed.
Thank you, sir. And we'll also take a non-aggression, not with Han Fu, he's about to get wiped out. Peace with Liu Dai? Yeah, sure. For a lot of gold.
Do we
Let's
have to?
negotiate this peace. Do we have to? I think so. He's got no ancillaries. But of course, he's a peasant. You just give me gold. However much you got. Make it work. That's 2,000's fine. Yeah, peace for 2,000. Enjoy your life for now there, Liu Dai. You're a very small empire. We'll just take your money and run. Perhaps. The Bandit Queen would definitely call people a plebeian.
To achieve ambition.
Let's stay in our territories so we can actually replenish, but we'll make sure we're not fighting with Gong Sun. We will likely be trespassing right through his territory pretty soon. He's gonna have to just deal with it. upwards to a small city. Take quite a while. Otherwise, we can get a bit more food from the Grand Bandit Camp Toolmaker. Food Trader. Now, before we upgrade the town, let's go ahead and make sure our outlying provinces are a bit more affected. So we'll upgrade Fanji first. I'm likely going to use the gold to finish this one up next turn. And then we'll have Zheng Jiang come on over here and get into a battle with Dongmin. Looks like he's already being pushed back. Leave him alone, I need to fight him. Our mercenary contract is taking some hits. Alright, well now we can come on in and be a little bit more precise with what we're recruiting. I mean, we could switch these guys out for more trebuchets. Having 2 units of trebuchets would be just fantastic. So now we've got 2. Excellent. They're not great. Can we move these guys around so they're actually in proper order? Oh, that's gonna be frustrating. Oh well. Sweet. That'll be the turn then.
You would not need fear us.
Oh, really? I mean, this is not going to make Gong Sun very happy with us. So you know what? No, we're going to go ahead and play both sides.
We are in concert then.
We definitely need to make sure we don't mess with our loot now since we're down so low. Okay, so this time I think we'll go into March Stance. Sprint on through to one of our actual cities. Let's go through here to get back to Zheng Jiang, or back to Taiyuan.
Make way.
So, sprint through, we actually will gain plenty of loot since we're in friendly territory. And we'll replenish up. None at all being in March. That's okay. Loot people of merit. We can't afford them, so we're not going to be worried about that too much. Down to 6. Satisfaction. I need to try to keep you, but if you leave, so be it. If you leave, we shouldn't take any penalties just because he leaves of his own free will. We'll soon see, though. Right, Liu Yu has signed a peace treaty, which means he's likely to be attacking us from behind there. Sung Se, the son of the late Zheng Jiang, has become famed throughout the land for his exploits in conquering the Southlands. People come to call him the Little Conqueror, and you hear it spoken throughout your capital. Sun Se has increased recruitment. Good for him. Got a clay dog, and then a peace treaty. Not really concerned, although they may come under here and attack Yanmen, so see if we can't gain some more lands in the process.
Standard stats.
Figure out how we get down to Hedong as fast as we can here. This is a tool or an iron mine, which will be great to secure. So, you know, we will go for the 1 stance in March.
Ready yourselves.
We'll make it down to Taiyuan.
On the march.
We could go further, but we're actually just move down to Taiyuan, finish up our loot, and move on from there. Right, sweet business. That'll be another turn. All right. Well, our lumber camp is finished, but seems to have dropped our treasury. Failed promise, a major strategic threat, satisfaction low. We really need to sort out our satisfaction and then increase recruitment. Oh, so that's helping us out too with Sun Ce. Interesting. Sure, why not? Dong Soon has himself a new capital. Doing quite well for himself over here.
Gather your strength. Return to standard position.
Into standard and get moving.
Reject authority.
Sharing the loot, would this fix our... Give us more food.
My
we'll go ahead and
reach is endless.
share the loot on out. Give us a bit more income as well. If we were to recruit in Angry Face, what would happen? Cost 219. Well, we could definitely recruit him in, and he'd at least be probably happier to be leading some men. Eugen, we'll probably pull you out pretty soon. Pretty soon indeed. We'll let him just stay up here in the north and kind of raid maybe Liu Yu. We'll see. No more deals to be made, then we come on in the turn. Would love to see the ballista when I get the money. Sure. We can definitely do that. Wang Quang has declared war on Liu Dai.
I take what I need.
You are all so petty. Is this Dong Min's land here? That's the Han Empire's land. Well, if we raid through... Generate loot. That's it. Okay, well...
At ease.
Hedong is this direction. Almost the exact same amount of time. Huh. Well, let's go this way. Well, it says the fastest way to Hedong is over here, so we'll listen to the AI this time. We are still in friendly territory, which is pretty nice. New characters, and neither of them are legendary, I do not believe. And so not worth picking up. She does have a lot of... Oh, she's a preacher. Considered a legendary character because it has legendary authority there. Once you have above 100, any of those stats are considered then legendary. I don't know what it does besides just give it a little beautiful golden circle. But besides that, we are starting to lose mercenary favor. Oh no. We'll be fine. Oh, we could give you a new job. You would just cost more. This one would give you a lot more satisfaction. Position affects income from all sources, but also some more corruption because she is apparently not very nice. Administrator reflects construction costs, income from peasantry. I mean, maybe we take the corruption. Was it adjacent to enemy commanderies? Never mind. I thought our hurting ourselves. Yeah, welcome into becoming an underling. You cost a bit more, but I think we will gain more for putting her in here. We'll see. Oh, we deploy them to a certain place. Sure, Taiwan. Taiwan. Awesome. It didn't help our treasury, but she's luckily not taking it below 0, so I guess we're good to go. We pay a bit more, but her satisfaction is considerably improved, which hopefully if we can fix up our satisfaction for the overall, we just need to work on Eugen there, which giving him a job out on the field will probably make him happy. Hopefully. We'll see. Onward to Hedong.
Cry loud.
How am I going to get a march
Ready
dance?
yourselves.
Staying in our territory so we still gain loot. And then ending it.
Consider our proposal.
Ah, he wants us to give him all of our goodies. No. Those are mine.
This is an insult.
It had better not be. You asked for all my stuff. You don't need to step foot in my land, you stay in your own. Flying horses of Wu-Wei. Where other horses thunder as they gallop, these move with the gentleness of the wind. Ah, so they're electric horses. Bandit Queen, stories and rumors abound of your exploits and adventures. One suggests that you and Liu Zhang are not two people, but actually one Bandit Queen. Wait, what? Who roams the land, making tales of your swift and sudden strikes all the more impressive. After all, a little misdirection can only add to your mystique. Ah, so Liu Zhang's out there doing causing some issues. There are two Bandit Queens. Cool. I mean, we're not going to split them up, but it's bonus experience and become a fearsome adversary for a couple turns. Eugen is frivolous because he's not doing anything. That's not great. He's more satisfied, though, so that's good. Unsympathetic to heartbreak, opposes tradition, accepts carelessness. Well, that's not good. He's becoming lazy.
Return to standard position.
I can't wait. Let's get to the fight. We may raid our way through here, but for now we'll kind of move to about this position. 35.
Marching.
See what's over here. If no one is around, we are going to go into ambush stance.
I've made an art of ambush.
Good to hear. Sneaky bonk. Another couple uneventful turns here. Oh, we'll soon get to the fighting. Alright, for our next bit of technology. Income from commerce. Fatigue rate for melee cavalry. Getting an additional assignment would be good once we actually start securing more lads in the court. I think in the meantime, though, we'll just grab the drop to corruption and increase to population growth. So the League of the Great Peace, which doesn't actually have any more slots. I don't think it unlocks, but pretty solid one here. Counteract our banditry. And the turn. Don't you worry, Mercenary contract. We're almost there. How good is raiding in this game? I think normally raiding is fantastic. We'll have to see here. I think I'm being a bit hard on it because in the text it's saying it doesn't give us any gold, but I think it probably does. Let's find out. Raiding does not give you any more gold, so it's only to give you loot. So it's not actually very useful for the bandits, surprisingly enough.
Standard stance.
Because you can only use loot when you are... And if you have some. And if you run out, your troops take attrition. It's an interesting little cat and mouse game there you have. Where's our fire arrows at? We've been working our way towards there this whole time. There's poison arrows. Where are the fire arrows? They're hiding. Oh, we already have the fire arrows. I am a fool. We'll grab precision then so we can fire a bit faster. And have some more armor piercing.
I will not stop.
And instead we have to actually apply it. Ooh. There we go. We'll give you the better noble sword there. Equip that on up. Sweet. Now please onward to the battle.
With wrath.
Oh, finally.
Rage.
Show rage. What is this? This isn't a defense force. We're smashing them just because. We have to get the trebuchets some training.
Let us fight to the end.
Prepare for trouble and make it double. I think raiding with other factions, though, common is quite good. They actually generate gold or other resources. For some reason, though, the bandits just generate loot.
Let us put strength behind those words, my friend.
What about you?
The leaves fall, but we must remain resolute.
White. Okay. So we're gonna be throwing rocks up a hill. Fine by me. For your insolence. And then we can set up the other horse archers as well, although we won't want to move in too close because, again, those towers are going to tear us to shreds, so it's going to be a battle of just launch stuff at them from a distance. Who all has fire arrows? Crossbows don't. And the bandit hunters don't. Because flaming bolts don't exist. Moves spearmen back. Always sounds like they're saying Druki. And fire will mode. Also archer militia, so these guys can be on the side there. We're only going to be able to move them up once we take down the towers. Alright. I'll you with the rest of the missiles there with Group 2. And then all of Group 2 can be in guard mode. You're with the rest of the cavalry, but you guys will be in guard mode as well. Beautiful. Let's take a look at our new units. Our lovely Raider Cavalry. I absolutely love the Bannermen here in Three Kingdoms. They did a fantastic job with the look on all the units. Siege commence. Unleash hell. Druki. Okay, they come. Out. Give us a hug. Interesting strategy. We'll see if it pays off for them.
Our men are spotted!
I mean, I bet they are. Does it matter? Their Jiang infantry are gonna walk into death. Brave they are. We can give them that, but geez, that is a rainstorm of arrows. Oh, indeed, a Team Rocket reference.
Our hidden men have been seen!
Oh, let's go ahead and make sure these guys don't make it in. I trust that they probably won't. But I don't want them to get hit. Come away from the towers.
Hurry, move!
Krebs, you're really, really letting me down.
Now! Ready! Fire!
Oh, good hit. There you go. Perfect. As you just have to talk smack.
Steal yourself!
Yeah, any unit that came out of those walls got absolutely shredded. That was a killing field.
Stand ready! Quick speed!
Alright, so all of our archers then. Delete.
After ready! Stand! To attention! Prepare! Go, go, go!
We'll just have you move up and
Move!
claim these points so we don't get taken out on accident by your own troops.
The time has come!
Don't really want to lose any more of you guys to the tower.
Cavalry to
There it is. We didn't even have to get too close. I'm surprised they came out beyond the walls. That was a mistake. Just crossbows for days. Yeah, 57 kills, 63, 48. Crossbows are fantastic. They just don't have fire damage. So we'll want to have a front line of armor piercing, a back line of fire damage arrows, where we can apply them where we need. But that was easy. We gained some fame and fortune. Well, some infamy. Okay, well, we will go ahead and just occupy. We could gift it to the Mercenary Lord for an absolute ton of goodies. That's an iron mine. I'd probably rather keep it for myself, if we're being honest. Yeah, we may give our mercenary lord one of the weaker settlements, and then we can attack them later on, but for now, we'll just go ahead and take this for ourselves. You get a lot of goodies for giving it to them, though. They're doing everything they can to try to make me do that. We want the iron mine, though.
It would
Better
be
for
a
us than
shame
them.
not to take it.
It would be a shame not to take it. We have fulfilled our contract. Yeah, and I don't mind giving that. Ooh, you know what? We can give the bow to one of our other strategists here.
Authority.
How may I serve?
I think the secondary Bandit Queen here needs a... Oh, nope. Can't have it.
Your arrival is welcome, my lord.
Who has the bow?
All will know the name Zheng Jiang.
Oh, is it is one of the actual ancillaries? Yes. It gives them some ranged attack.
My lord?
Well, we may go ahead and hand it off to you then. Currently, you're just using the one. Fire backwards and fire while moving. Sure, why not? An interesting bit of goodies there. Although we'll see if she's already legendary. They're cunning, so yeah, that works out just fine. Perfect. We claim Hedong.
Be merciless.
We'll convert it on over to the Iron Mine hideout. Yeah, it drops the upkeep for all of our sword and shield infantry. Up to 9%. So we can keep layering that up. Didn't realize it'd be the... We already had an Iron Mines. We could already see what the buff would be. I'm not giving another Iron Mine off to our Mercenary Lord where we can just gain it for ourselves. Pshaw. As soon as we can actually get some sword and shield infantry, that'd be great. Although I don't know if we do get any of those guys. That'd be interesting. So it also seems like Zheng Jiang is not able to actually recruit any of these soldiers we're gaining through the reforms, which our
answer,
other
my
soldiers
lord.
are. What have I just done? You had better get right back into Zheng Jiang's army right now.
Moving.
Merge? There we go.
What do you wish, my lord?
We'll move you outside the force, and then so that way you're at the end.
To the grand
Just for-
design.
Aesthetics there.
How may I serve?
Okay, I was trying to figure out the switching. There we go. So instead of bandit hunters, can we actually swap these guys out for some better units yet? Normie archers. Yes. Swap them out for normie archers. And these guys should be able to throw fire arrows at the enemy. Yeah, the horseback huntsman, but we still don't have access to this young new cavalry or some of the others, which is quite interesting. I'm not sure. We're going to need to save some gold, though. That way we can actually throw in another army. Let Yujin get out on the field. We also need to get over there and start fighting Yuan Shao, but all in due time. Let's just destroy the faction. We can attack out of nowhere while he's in the middle of fighting with Dongmin. We can hand off Hedong, these two settlements, to the mercenary faction, and then peace out from there. Meantime, military access with Han Fu. How much would you be willing to give us? Not much. We'll go ahead and just pass on that. Play the turn. Good so far? I think so. I have seen someone on Legendary by now. Oh, conflict ends. Okay. This allows us to sign peace with treaty with Dongmin kind of randomly here. Would be interesting. Then we could attempt to marry off character to Lu Bu. We could trade back the iron mine to them. Let's try it. Wheels are turning. How Ying formed coalition with Yuan Shao. I'm scared of none of his coalition. Sign peace. As the night draws in, you hear the sounds of celebration in the distance. Distracted from your meditations, you see hundreds upon hundreds of brightly colored paper lanterns hanging from every house and tree. The sight is truly beautiful to behold. +10 public order at all of our commanderies. We gain a clay rat. Skaven. Told you they exist. Iron a hideout, and then we've got some diplomacy options going on. That's all stuff we already knew about, though.
Reject mercy.
We could go ahead and attack Hedong. We could basically just burn everything to the ground on trying to chase down Lu Bu. Let's see, though, before we do. I don't mind jumping back into a war. We've already signed peace with them, so we can't get back to it. I think we can declare... We can fight the Han. Unless we no longer are at war with the Han. Or not. Interesting. Cool. Let's go ahead and... No quick deals. Let's just go back to... negotiation with Dongmin.
Choose your words wisely.
Oh, he's already married off. No options. Well, in that case, there's no reason to keep him safe then. Dongmin, if we declared war on you again. Curious to see if we are able to kind of...
Choose your words wisely.
Well, it doesn't appear that this would cause us any actual issues to our trustworthiness because we kind of followed another faction into peace. We get to declare war on them with no problems. Huh. Well, this is great. Sure. We declare war. In fact, let's see if we can't... who all are you still at war with? Pretty much everyone. Who would have the most money? Likely Cao Cao or Sun Se. Haven't met that many though. We could go ahead and
Well
I think
met.
Gongsun's on, since we have to wipe out the other ones anyway, so we could receive. We're not gonna arrange a marriage, but I will declare war. On Dongmin. Go for you too, huh? That could be quite fun. We'll just take Dongmin for now. Confirm. Oh, he likes the idea. Okay. Bandit will be Bandit. Exactly. So we're gonna come on in and see about... He's the heir. Meh. She's better than Gong Suzu. Whatever gold you're willing to give me. I didn't actually want... Okay, well, we're gonna try that again. Mercenary, Dongmin. Select confirm. And then you... give me money. I don't want him to offer me other stuff though, so let's just go for maybe 2,500. Dude, why do you keep changing the deal? I want to help you in your fight with Dong Min. And you are gonna give me money. Okay, so we're gonna go back to 2,500. And just kind of reduce it from there. So maybe 250. Ooh, almost. 150. 100. Hey, we have got a deal.
Yes, we accept.
Perfect. And we're still trustworthy. Bandit will be bandit. We've got a new contract which will give us just some free gold. I'm here for it. Eugen, what can you do? Give us visibility? Spend money. If you get captured doing so. Cool. We're just gonna come on down and then attack Hedong then. On Gi.
With wrath.
I will not be passing any of the settlements off to the other. We're gonna call him a legendary lord. He's not necessarily. We have a siege ahead of us now. We could sap the walls and knock down some of the portions of it. Or just go for some towers. We've got trebuchets. We don't need any of that. Battle begin. Well, we can't do a night battle yet, but soon. PM.
Fortune smiles upon us. Let us not squander opportunity.
This is hilarious to me. They're just wearing different colored sashes. This is the D-Rocket of the bandits.
We must be swift before we all free.
Yeah, it's cold. We get it. Don't be grumpy. The fires will warm us. All right, well, let's set up kind of off. Yeah, we're gonna get attacked by the gatehouses either way, so we have to go for the gatehouses. There is just a sequence to the sieges here in this one. Blow up enemy towers, and then go after the other things. As long as you've got fire damage, you're pretty good to go. Oh, our archers don't actually have the fire arrows. Huh. Okay, we'll have to keep that in mind. Crossbows. Like so. Archers. Behind our crossbows. Our obnoxious archer cavalry to be on the side of them. Regular cavalry on the other end here. Spear boys.
Make ready. Take heed, warrior.
As long as they're outside of range of the towers, we're safe. Perfect. And we can have the poison hunters on these sides. I am going to start them with poison arrows, though we won't switch them over later on. They don't have much ammunition, so. Guard mode. Cavalry will have the archers in guard mode, and then you guys in your own group. Perfect. One strategist. Gonna spread them out, and battle begin. Fire ammo. Have you blast the gatehouse there. You go after this arrow tower, and after this battle, we'll take our quick little break, grab some drinks. Beautiful snowy battle, though. Your doom approaches. Alright, this settlement's not going to survive. The flaming rocks already starting to light houses on fire. We caught it on fire. That should be all it takes. I mean, the rest of the settlement's having a real bad day. Okay, the snow's awesome, and it's gonna, as long as the tooltip will show me here, slows down most units. It increases fatigue as well. Oh, now the snow kept it from catching on fire. Cool. But everything else... the settlement is having a bad day. All these archers were in this this barricade. Now they're... I would leave. Oh no, this is fine. The Three Kingdoms representation of the "this is fine" meme. Oh, you poor souls. You should probably leave. Oh, no, they knew the fire would wear out eventually. Very trusting they were. Alright, you go after this tower here. And you start maybe bonking this one. Because it's just a layer of death on the way over. Settlement is in flames. I'm not moving up to these towers. They're wasted, though. Good to hear. That fort tower is about to go down. We just then have to completely missing and just engulfing the front part of this settlement in flames. Okay. Well, we've waited long enough. It's time to send the boys in. We'll have them walk, though. Kind of completely outlining the tower, but not hitting the tower itself. And luckily all the flames have stayed away from the important buildings for now. Burned everything else down, though. Almost out of ammo, it looks like. Really don't have great aim there. Play them both firing on the same target. That was a mistake. There is a bit of accuracy based on how close they are. Let's have you move up and claim this tower based on just your own combat skills. Then you can move on in as well with everyone else. You can jump off her horse and climb with a grappling hook. And the Bandit Queen versus Spear Guard should be no problem for her. Those towers are going to survive. It's alright, we took out a fair few of them. Makes it a lot safer for our approach here. Forward and destroy those archers. You guys do the same as another group.
They cannot fire.
That's fine. Their job now is to be cold. Go ahead, hop off your horse. And climb up the wall.
The time has come.
Leave the other two strategists down. They will at least be passing their buffs out to Zheng Jiang, who's going to grapple her hooker right on up and start climbing. We'll take the tower the old-fashioned way. And better not do any fire damage. No one got scorched in the making of this one, right? And it's getting shot at from beyond the tower walls here. You guys move in and claim this portion of the fort wall. We'll have our cavalry come on forward. Oh, actually claim this tower, please. I can honestly have you guys come on over and do the same. We'll our arrows do all the work. Oh yeah, come fight, Zheng Jiang. I dare you.
Feel the earth's power.
Give our crossbows a good opportunity to lay into you as well. See the green poison arrows flying over? She is completely surrounded, though.
The time has come.
Those guys don't want to fight at
To
all.
battle!
Go back over and claim the
Axemen, stand by!
portion of the wall then. Poison arrows going on in. Crossbow bolts are a little bit different than... Zheng, what are you doing? You better relax your bloodlust for a couple moments here and claim this tower. Stand there, that'd be a bad call. Keep moving around and being a nuisance. These guys have almost full health and they're gonna flee, huh? Bandits they are.
Stand ready!
You can go ahead and
To attention!
jump off your horse.
Steel yourselves!
Start climbing.
Double time! Quick march! Climb! Climb!
You come on back around. Alright, those guys are fleeing.
Scale the wall!
Just a rain of arrows. Alright, that tower looks like it is under our control as well, so Zheng Jiang, you can come on down now.
Make haste!
Nah, we'll stay up on top here.
Control of their tower!
Just chase her after those archers.
To attention! Ready!
Spear guards move through. We'll have all of our archers outside the walls there.
Time has come! Steel yourselves! Take heed, warriors! Attend!
Move on in to help. She's actually the one with the bow, so we can push her back just a little bit so she can actually start firing.
At the ready!
Zheng Jiang is going to hunt down these archers there.
Ready!
Spear guard shouldn't last long. Not with that number of arrows hitting them. And the walls are designed pretty well in this one, unlike the ones in Warhammer. A lot more protection afforded to the defenders.
Ready!
Our strategist doesn't want to be in battle for long, so let's pull her on away.
To attention!
Zheng, you just come on in and claim their main portion of the settlement here.
At the ready! Stand ready! Move!
Archers, you guys fire on
Down! To
the
attention!
Jian captain, and you guys can work on the spear guard.
Steel yourselves! No mercy!
Gatehouse for the two of you.
Strike them down! Stand ready! Move! Move!
Go get back on your horse.
Prepare!
You hunt down these archers there.
The time has come!
Go bring these axes in. Get up on the walls. We can send them up and over.
The time has come! Go! Go! At the ready!
All right, we've broken them. Let's move forward and take the gatehouse.
Ammunition! He cannot fire!
That's
Move
fine.
out quickly!
Crossbows are running out of bolts.
Warriors! Yes! Move! Move!
Those are proper saber cavalry, but I think
Run! Run!
they don't have what it takes to bring down Zheng Jiang.
Take heed, warriors!
Spearmen are, looks like getting caught in place by the enemy spear guard. You know what? Just keep trying to stab, give them the old stab as they run through. You two can work together into
Attack!
taking down this gatehouse here. We've got caltrops in the way.
Over the walls! Ready! Run! Move out quickly! Ahead!
So we're just going to want to keep the cavalry away from them, because I think if you touch the caltrops at all with cavalry units, they instantly die.
Archers, prepare! Ladder!
Come on up and get over those walls.
Ready!
I'd rather just you guys help out with those gates.
Steel yourselves!
There's only one enemy unit still fighting.
Hurry, move!
These cavalry here.
Scale the walls!
They want nothing to do with the fight either.
To attention!
All right, they're back.
Ready!
Launch arrows at who you need to. Obnoxious, but it's to be
At
expected.
the ready!
Just gonna stare at each other aggressively from across the courtyard here.
Scale the walls.
And splash damage.
Feel the Earth's power.
Ah, she may get to escape that one.
Double time. Move. Hurry, move.
They just don't want her to capture the zone, do they?
March at the
I'll
double.
scare you off.
Move out quickly. Move. Run, run.
Meanwhile, gatehouse is nearly, we're nearly through the gates.
Hurry. March quickly. Ahead.
We could just come over here and grab like this as well.
Run. Make ready. Run.
Is in a melee. It chose to wait till I wasn't paying attention to attack. She may take a lot more damage than we want. Says she's winning.
Take heed, warriors.
Archers, go help out the Bandit Queen.
The tower is ours. The time has come.
Everyone move in to help out the Bandit Queen.
Stand ready. Feel the
She may not need the help.
Power.
Got the weird cloudy shadow effect, but man, those cavalry got destroyed. And she'll chase you off.
Take heed, warriors.
So low. There's the win. Yeah, I didn't expect much better there for Dongman. We'll take the victory. Yes, sieges are indeed very costly. We just don't have all that many in terms of actual melee
have
troops.
made
We're mostly
ourselves
fielding a
heard.
bunch of crossbows to try to take down people on the open field, crossbows and cavalry. But that works just fine. We get 18 fame and fortune. If we give them any city at all, 7,000 income. I mean, I know we're not supposed to be empire builders with the bandits, but that is so much money. We're gonna go ahead and pass it up again. It hurts me.
To abandon it would be rude.
But I don't think that Gongsun Zan is going to be a long-term ally of ours. No one is, so we will not give them too many options to have more power over us.
Know my name.
And do lots of demolishing, huh? See you later, Confucius. See you later, tax collecting. Bah, tax collecting and Confucius. And workshops. Disgusting. Currently, we have the labor conscription housing that is going to give us some population growth for the local county, and then a few of it's going to be migrating to the adjacent commanderies. But for our learning and market buildings, we'll have some construction cost reduction. We can specialize it for unlocks artisans or industrialists. What do those items do for us? Is this just something we can trade? I think getting more income from the industry is a good option there. We get... It requires either iron or salt, but you get industrialists. The fact that it requires something more likely means that it's a better building overall. It costs less, which is a bit interesting, though. We could take this up to a large city, but that would be a huge hit to our food production. In fact, taking this city as is, pretty good hit to our food production there. 6 negative is a bit spooky. In fact, spooky enough that we may want to... Never mind. Instead, we just go for the black market, make some more money. Go for the food tents. We'll take care of the people here. it's not quite as good. Overall, we can go with the fortified hideout. Food tents just going in a single turn though, so yeah, we'll grab the food tents. Instant demolishing. No thanks. General of the Standard. Win indecisive or heroic battles. Titles you can hand off to any general or hero you want. It just increases their upkeep cost and usually gives them a nice buff, usually to just satisfaction, but they can be to other things as well. And now Liu Wenyang is friends with Zheng. Perfect. We can have 3 Bandit Queens. Wang Zhu is a ranged ambusher. Book of Songs. Likely a Cthulhu follower he is. I don't trust it. Not one bit. Alright, well I think it's probably a good idea to go back home and fix up our bandit camp. I was not the toolmaker, there was one that gave us more food. Lumber camp? Yes. Lumber camp gives us more food. Well, same thing with the irrigated farm. So 4 turns there for the farms. More income from peasantry, income from banditry. I think it's a good idea to get there, keep our outlying provinces safe. So let's go ahead and grab the Grand Bandit Camp over here with the Lumber Forest. And then in Taiyuan, we can kind of do the same thing with the Toolmaker. Taking these up to the Grand Bandit Camp is as high as they go, so they have as big of a garrison as possible. We may hand off one of these port cities. Like, we could come on over to Hong Nong. We'll hit Hong Nong and hand that off to Gongzunzan. Because we have to find a settlement that we don't care about, and that one that would cause more issues for them to keep than for us to have. So, likely a good idea for us to claim the last province of this commandery here, Puzhu, and then come on back in and take Luoyang, at least Hong Nong here, and Luoyang, and hand it off to Gongzun and let him deal with everything. Bit of intrigue. For now, though, I am going to jump up, go grab some more water and some snacks. I advise you all to do the same. Go find yourself some more Three Kingdoms viewing snacks, and I'll catch you on a couple moments. Be right back. Alright, we're back. My snack of choice this time is going to be some leftover Sonic mozzarella sticks. They are fantastic. Hope you all have been enjoying the stream thus far. I have been enjoying Three Kingdoms quite a bit. I can definitely see some of the flaws from the game from when before it was abandoned. But man, so far it has been a lot of fun. I can imagine playing as one of the factions where you don't have an absolute monster like Zheng Jiang being a lot more difficult. But any of the factions where you have one of the just incredible duelists just make the game way easier. For sure. We really haven't run into anyone that we've had to really struggle with just because Zheng Jiang can fight them by herself. We'll move on in though, and I think we'll want to end the turn pretty quickly. Let's see though about coming on over to Gu Pass. He's no longer on assignment. Perfect. In that case, we should be able to bring him in and raise an army in... Yeah, we'll raise an army in Yanmen and get ready to start up a war with Liu Yu. Looks like Gonzun is gathering up a lot of strength over here. We really don't want him to gain up too much unless we're going to make allies with Gonzun. Sonic tried to open a location here in Wisconsin, but got curb stomped. I mean, Sonic, well, I'm not going to say it's the absolute best. And mozzarella sticks can be good when they've been proper. It's hard to mess up fried cheese, though. It really is. You can do it, don't get me wrong. It's just hard. We'll go ahead and raise up... Oh, why not? I lack the required resources. Oh, that'd be fair, I have no money. In terms of money, we are broke. Is that sarcasm there, Daniel? Or is it a... So I've heard that one go both ways. I'm not sure why they abandoned it. It seems like... Truthfully, I don't know. Tao Ying declared war on Dongmen. He's got all of the issues now. And our notoriety has finally increased, so we are now a bandit. We are rising in power, and a trail of destruction is in our wake. You are called a vagabond. You never settle, and you're unpredictably... your unpredictability and fury are feared. English. Yet they do not know the depths of your rage. Show them. You never settle. What do you mean? I've got more towns than most of you do. Oh, the young emperor comes of age. As the current incumbent on the throne and recipient of the mandate of heaven, many across China will hold the word of Emperor Jian in the highest regard. Warlords across the country will be ambitiously seeking imperial favor through showing they have brought prosperity to the people and defeat to the Emperor's foes. Crushing the enemies of the Han and maintaining a happy population with food in their bellies will likely sway his favor. With such power resting on the shoulders of someone so young comes the increased risk of manipulation and skullduggery at less scrupulous hands than your own. Less scrupulous than the Bandit Queen. Staying in the Emperor's good graces will be important in the years to come, but ensuring he does not favor your enemies may be proved just important. Just as important, rather. Water clock. More replenishment. He looks unique. Umuji. Food tints are in. We've demolished a whole bunch of buildings. We are now more... Yeah, I think we're now acknowledged. So we have a huge diplomatic hit with all factions. They should just focus on everything Warhammer. Fair enough. I think we should get a nice even split down the middle of Warhammer and historical, since historical is where they have their roots. That's where they started for Ed. So without historical, there is no CA and there is no Total War. So a nice even split would be great. I think Pharaoh is going to be awesome though, and I can't wait for it to come on out. Oh yeah, so we're bandit. Moving on quickly up towards Raider. So being a bandit will... And it actually kind of tells you when you earned it, too. That's really cool. So we're able to have 4 armies total. We have 2 assignment slots, 2 underlings, 1 trade agreement, and then 1 spy. Doesn't look like we get many trade agreements in terms of since we can go all the way up to Empress. Oh, that would make sense. Our unique features are those Fists of the Bandit Queen and the Hidden Axes. We definitely need to get some more sturdy infantry ASAP. But what do we do to fix up the province of Hedong here? So since we have a red style building that's going to be in your banditry, getting a blacksmith is likely a good idea. Government building construction, and then the banditry drops public order but gives us some more income. What do these forgers get up to here? Higher quality armor, but cannot produce unique items. Higher quality bows, but cannot produce unique items. Higher quality weapons, but cannot produce unique items. Spear, ranged, or melee. We'll probably definitely take it up to the bow makers. Total War with Rome. Yeah, Rome is an incredible game as far as I've been told, but I've never had the system to play any of the Total War games until starting the channel here, so I've been kind of slowly collecting all of the other historical series. I started out with Medieval 2, and I fell in love playing as Byzantium, using the fire throwers on easy because I was terrible. I don't think even to this day I've really won more than maybe 1 or 2 Medieval 2 campaigns, and one of them was the Apache. If that tells you anything. I think first, though, I'm probably going to grab Corrupted County Office. Can we get rid of the corruption eventually? Well, you can. You just have to suffer the corruption for a while. Thinking it up to tier 5, which we could. It would just take a while. We would have to have Jade and Artisans both. The building in this one is so much more complex. And even not that much more complex, but even this much more is head and shoulders above Warhammer. So I think what we're gonna want, since it is kind of a blue settlement, I don't know what the different colors kind of denote what they're meant to be going with. We already have an iron mine, and I think the trade ports count as they're blue. So getting in a marketplace or an inn would not be a bad call. Let's go on to this slot here. Trade influence for the marketplace, and then in the end would give us some more income and commerce. I don't know, chat, what do you guys think? Do we need our military forges? Or do you think we need to go for some of the shopkeepers, or maybe a horse exchange? I mean, I'm always keen on going for more post-battle loot, so we can grab the tributary shrine first, and then we can start grabbing the actual upgrades to the commandery, but I'll kind of leave this to you all. So I guess we'll leave it a choice of 3. Maybe the tribute hall, one of the 2 red buildings, or the blue buildings. Have I ever had custard? I believe so. I know that custard has been used to, people say custard with a couple different things. I've had frozen custard. I know it's not probably what you're talking about there. Economy all the way. So basically you mean the blue. So either the inn or the marketplace. Gonna see what we can get then. Grand guest house or the grand tea house. This would drop construction, give us some more income. This one's just purely income. Oh, I see. So more percentage income as opposed to a flat income. I definitely think this one's better. Daniel and Common going for economy. So you both think. So then out of economy, do we need a horse exchange, or are we having a shopkeeper then? Shopkeeper, we can go up to more trade influence. Which I don't actually know what that does. Trade influence determines income from a trade agreement. Faction with the higher trade influence will receive a higher portion of the agreed deal. Oh. So it's how girthy you are in your aggressiveness to trade. I see. I think we probably need some trade influence then, being a bandit faction. We'll go for the marketplace then. Raw income sounds better. So, the inn, just for some straight income. I guess that is fair. We only have the one trade agreement for now. So yeah, I do agree. We'll go for the horse exchange. We'll take 2 turns instead of the 1 though. I think the next building we throw in is going to be the tribute, since we want all of the extra post-battle loot. We'll be getting in plenty of fights. So onward towards Puju.
For vengeance!
For vengeance.
Without mercy!
What happened to my income? I just realized our income took a huge hit. Looks like Longman has a pretty hefty defending force here. Lots of bowmen. And some saber infantry and militia. I'd love to get some more sabers, even some better axes in, but such is the way for now. Let's see how the port settlement is. Oh, lovely. It's actually different. All right, well, let's rain Hellfire down on Port of Puju. Yeah, you're right. The manufacturer is supposed to trade much.
Power. Our enemies shall soon see.
Zheng Jiang and the backup dancers. Anyway, Culver's custard has made people real ice cream judgers. It's so good. Oh, that sounds fantastic. I'll have to try it out then. I have indeed had frozen custard then, if that's what we're talking about.
Die. It is very simple.
Let our duty
They're just
be
gonna keep
as
talking.
bright and
Zheng Jiang's
determined
great.
as...
Look at this up here. Oh, they've got the war junks kind of out in the water. Be real cool to kind of have a Black Ark style attacks, or maybe just some guys with bows. You can set them up on the water. Could only be displaced by other guys with archers. That'd be pretty cool. They're only really useful though until they use their ammunition. Let's set up all the way either over. Yeah, we'll hit one of the sides. Looks like there's a lot of towers over here on this side though. Let's go on this end. Grab you Shays. Just outside of enemy range. And you guys will come over here. Lots of terrain in the way over here, but that's a bad call. Just outside of enemy range, we can get maximum accuracy for our own trebuchets, but not get shot at in return. Alright, so artillery. And then I think we actually might advance from 2 different angles here. So we'll have our 2 crossbows. I'm going to have one of the bandit axes with them. Fire will poison arrows, and I'm going to throw them into loose formation. Like so. And then we'll have them in a group so I know where they're at. Let's throw the spears in with them as well. We don't want them to get in the crossbow's way because they'll get shot in the back. That'll be a bad time. And then 2 more archers. The other group will just have more lords rolling with them. Perfect. And then we'll have the spearmen. Perhaps in guard mode? Nah, we'll not. Just everyone else in here being in guard mode then. Sweet. That works out. And for you all,
Ready!
Zheng Jiang up on the hill.
Back ready! At the ready!
Crossbows.
Prepare!
Bandit axes, poison, and in loose formation there.
To attention!
Not as many archers with this group here, so they will just be not quite as dangerous, unfortunately for them.
Back ready!
We'll keep the archer cavalry rolling with this squad.
Warriors! Steel yourselves! To attention!
Spearmen,
Horses, stand
proper cavalry. I'll have them kind of splitting the gap down the middle. They can go either way.
Steel yourselves! Stand ready! To attention! Cavalry! The time has come! Stand
All right, battle begin. Bring them down. You both in fire ammunition mode and just start bonking those towers, please. Deal with me.
rain down
Hit him with the old Adversity Johnson. Oh, they're coming out beyond the walls. Oh, no, they're not. They thought about it for a second, then the flying rocks that were on fire changed their mind. Oh, that entire unit just caught on fire.
The enemy unit flees! What
Well, that's
cowards!
horrifying. Is this oil? Why did you put oil there? That was a mistake. You fools.
Hurry! Take heed, warriors!
That was incredible. We didn't even get to see it happen. Well, sadly enough, it didn't catch the buildings on fire, though. Alright, let's come on back. No reason to take free damage. You guys, are you in range of the towers? Gross, don't like that. Let's pull them back. Those guys are going nowhere. Go ahead and turn. We can have you two infantry work on this group of sabers that are coming on out behind the walls. Go give them a hug. Yeah, they're just gonna keep walking through the oil. That's a great idea. Oh, they finally hit the tower? No, they keep missing. Hopefully the Trebs get better at firing as they get more rank ups. Feel the Earth's power, pull on away. All of the archers work on the same unit there.
Our men have no ammunition!
I
They
don't like to hear
cannot
it.
fire!
Sounds like a bad time. Oh yeah, that's another kill box there. That is the worst idea, coming beyond the walls. Get out of that fight, not supposed to be there. Zheng Jiang, you move on in. Destruction.
The enemy run! Raven!
Raven they are indeed.
The time has come! Raven! Super missile! Alpha ready! The time has come! Fill the sky! Wait for orders! To attention!
They finally got it. Alright, go bonk this other tower then so we can move on in. Although we might take out the entire defending force before they make it in. Which would be just fine with me. Alright, put you guys back in regular mode and charge on in.
Our hidden men have been seen! March at the double! Go, go, go! Move!
Oh, those are just archers. Move forward and destroy them.
To attention!
Slayer of Men rides on through.
Stand ready!
Oh, the trebuchets are... What are you doing? Oh, they're fire will mode. No, bad. I mean, either way, we claim victory without even having to go inside the walls. You guys want to keep doing that, that's just the best. Sally forth, you fools. Interestingly enough, they chose to coat themselves in oil before the battle. I'm not going to be upset.
They have paid for ignoring us.
I mean, they coated themselves in oil too, which was an interesting strategy. Fame and fortune gained. Infamy. This belongs to me. You can't have it.
We worked hard to take it.
Agreed.
We should enjoy it.
See? I think Zhang knows what's up.
Bandits are less corrupt than nobles.
We would have to take a turn to do that. So in fact, I will speed the... I'll have to pay for it though. Maybe what we do is wait a turn and then switch it over.
Serve yourself.
Port we get access to serve yourself. Port we get access to maximum is going to give us some income from banditry, food production, and then pre-battle deployables, research rate. Ooh, so the ports give you research rate. Nice. Research rate and it's a special building you have a limited knowledge of. You're not supposed to actually keep it, or keeping it is just not worth it. Huh. we'll move it on over when we can. Our next attack is going to be, since I think we should be able to come on out. Hong Pass might be able to stop us, but if we can come on down to Luoyang, this little port city here, claim this, give it to Gongsunzan, and then use that opportunity to kind of either pull back or attack other places and just kind of leave him there as a pocket of defense for the enemy to smash. That'd be great. We've got the gold now, though, to raise up the army, so let's go ahead and do that in Yanmen. Yunjin, let's give you a job, or Yujin. He's something to do. He is so grumpy. Humuji is definitely rare. Oh, we're not gonna be able to get him, though. I mean, we could, we just wouldn't be able to pull Yujin in this turn. What a tough call. We don't necessarily need the next army, so let's see what Humuji's all about. He is legendary. He was part of the Han Empire and Ying Shao. He's charitable, tough, and healthy. Hey, look at that. He's a local hero. I'm really wanting to recruit him. How much do you cost? 1,000 for now. We'll worry about that afterwards. Welcome, sir. Ooh, 100. That's not bad. We get ourselves a legendary character. He's really not happy. I have been recruited by bandits. You didn't have to say yes. Alright, Humu, let's fix your issues. Give you a bit more authority here. And then whatever gives you some more satisfaction and instinct, I would like. Yeah, so I think the stone statue of Confucius will do quite nicely. And now he's no longer grumpy. We can give him the G of the Imperial Guard. Humuji, welcome, good sir. You're quite deadly. I mean, he took the job. See, that's what I said. He took the job, and he's immediately mad at us. Court noble. Grumpy. If he's a spy for someone else, I'm going to be really, very sad. So you can give them these titles. This is where you would do so. And some of them actually give you some good stuff. So like the Coiled Dragon would give you a 50% negative desire for higher office, and then more health. As well as 15 additional resolve, which would be very good for someone like Humuji. But you have to do certain things to unlock them. So you have to have a general win 2 duels in 1 battle, which would be awesome if anyone was brave enough to actually fight Zheng Jiang, which no one has been thus far. We're doing quite well in our mercenary contract this time, though, which is beautiful to see. Let's see actually how people like each other in court here. So Humu, would you like... No, he doesn't like Zheng Jiang. No. Although it doesn't matter if he likes a Zheng Jiang. If he's an underling, that's cool. He's eligible for marriage. So would Yujin be better at this? 20% less corruption, 20% corruption. Construction cost and income from commerce and things. Food production plus 5. That's great. Public order and income from peasantry. I think we would likely do Yujin, though, just because 20% decrease to overall construction cost is insane. Oh, we can do that now, can't we? We can afford it, too. Just to keep our generals happier. We'll grab the underling for Yujin. Costs 100 more, that's fine. And then we'll slot him in at Hedong, as it is the larger of the settlements there. Cool. Our bandit empire is coming together. We make any more quick deals? Ooh, more trade agreements. Maybe with Gongsunzan. -4.
We feel honored.
If I give you some gold, he'll trade with me? What do you think, chat? We make friends with Gongsun and turn him against the rest of the squad? I have money on him being a spy. He's a local hero. They're never spies. Unless the story is a lie. Someone set up a scenario where a pretend child would have a tree about to fall on them and he could save them and become the hero. I just figured it out. We're going to spend some of our gold here to become friends with Gong Sun. I think we'll try to turn him against the rest of the coalition. And if he can't be turned, we will crunch him. So trade it is. I'll take some gold to trade.
Your terms are
He is
fair.
rich. Cool. We spend some gold, but we're going to make some more in our trade agreements. Now we move on down south. We may just claim Tong Pass and give that to them. It'll be one of the fort garrisons, but I would kind of rather have the good ports for myself and just give him the ones he has to pay for. Force him to play defense for us. In fact, that's what we're going to do. Alright, that's the turn. Schemes have been hatched. Looters have declared war on Gigi. Or Shi. Being from the south. Some of my words are going to blend together a bit for these accents. Faction developments, the League of the Great Peace. Though he may be gone, teachings of Zhang Jiang never truly died. Not here. Becoming more like the Yellow Turbans, more and more each day. We've got Armor of the Adept. More authority, less speed, and more melee attack, or less attack rate. So he's going to be a bit heavier. Plan scheme, man thing, yeah, indeed. He is the green faction. They are just the Skaven. Alright, can you reach Tong Pass? Take a bit. So is it going to be like in Warhammer where it refuses to let us go? Okay, so the Yellow River has these impassable shallows. That's a cool feature. Let's move on down a little bit then. Can I keep an eye out? With purpose and a presence for living. $775 to instantly complete that. Unfortunately, we have to wait so long to get everything up and running, but such is the way. Humu, in the meantime, we could get you Roar the Filial and Incorrupt. Fixing satisfaction faction-wide. More food production. Actually, let's go ahead and kick food production up into overdrive here in Yanmen. And yoink. That should help out quite well. The human worships the Great Horned Rat. Well, what happens is
All will know the name Zheng Jiang.
I can't explain it to you. It's dangerous. I'm going to go ahead and throw in the multiple bolt crossbows, as you said y'all wanted to see what these look like. So it says they are very poor in melee, but they've got quite an interesting missile attack, and I think it'll be quite deadly. We are the bandits wielding all of the artillery pieces. Ooh, yellow turbans? That'll be fun to fight against. We haven't fought against any yellow turbans in a bit, or ever. Starting rank for ranged. It is a virtue. Now, where is the huge corruption drops there? More range damage sounds great. You have to go through starting rank for polearms, but then more range damage and more armor piercing by a lot. You have the answer. They turned into a Skaven. I think that was the initial. Several different tales about how the Skaven came about. The Dawi think it was people who worship Scavor. Humans think it was they're like a dark reflection of themselves, the ones that actually know they exist. Trying to find ones that give us more. Ooh, League of the Celestial Master drops salary by 25%. we would just have to go through this one, which gives us more rage damage, cost for melee cavalry, and then satisfaction from commanders. Take us a ways to get through here. Unavailable underling positions. I think it's a good idea to have a drop to our salary. Up to our salary cost there. Righteous Bandits is pretty good. You will always have more peasants than anyone else, so as you increase your peasant income, that's really where you're getting, in most cases, where you're getting the most of your income, unless you're a specialized faction that is more about making income from other places. I don't know, chat. You go for more growth, or start working down towards a drop to the AR salary. These claim they unlock units, but it doesn't actually seem like they do. It was the bell in the tower in Avsar, put there by the Greenhorn Rat, disguised as a man-thing. That would make sense. So it basically corrupted all the people there. Man, while I really, really enjoy playing as this Skaven, playing against them is a nightmare. Yeah, we need to just go ahead and pick one and go with it. So I think we will jump down here and just kind of power directly towards the drop in character salary. Doesn't have a lot of other good things that come from it, though. That's my only concern. There's a lot more growth and goodies that come from this other side. She already has 100 extra support, so you don't ever have to really worry about that. So I think we will come on down here and just drop salary for everyone. So on to the Hunters of Liang. Menace from below, PTSD.
Discard mercy to
Any of your artillery factions just are going to struggle immensely against the Skaven. But they also will do a very good job against the Skaven. It's kind of a weird flippity-flop. As long as you're watching the ground beneath your feet, you are good to go.
We would be no threat to you.
If I give you all of my goodies, he will be no threat. Very rich in food and rich otherwise. Got a lot of Imperial favor. He does not like Don Min or Liu Yu. I like Liu Bei. It'd be cool to try to marry... If we're able to marry one of Liu Bei's men, or even Liu Bei himself, we would claim them into our faction. This would make Liu Bei and Kong Rong like us more. We're not really doing anything with these ancillaries anyway, so you know what, we'll accept this time.
This portends good omens.
You better believe it. He'll die after 30 seconds. Unless they run into an artillery team, and then they could do some serious damage. Hao Ying has declared war on Zhirong. And Wang and Quang has a peace treaty with Dongmen. Weakness everywhere. Who are you? A vicious, strong man. Oh, you know what? I know you. You ruined my Liu Bei campaign. I do know you. He's got the trick where he can shout at people and scare them away. Basically, if you don't have a general that can fight him off, you're gonna have a bad day. So we've got Jiaiji. Doesn't matter how your units, he basically runs into the middle of them and shouts at them and they'll run away. Cool. Well, we'll see afoot. We need to keep our mercenary contract into celebrated and a chance of additional, much greater rewards. But to see what that exactly is by slaying his foes.
Justice is claimed by whoever wins.
Justice reigns from above.
Roar loudly.
Don't you know?
Destroy them.
All right, dogmen, prepare thine cheeks. I think we can actually fight night battles now, so let's go ahead and
Last. I will savor it.
sort that one out for the
Your
next one.
words are calming, brother. To the battle then.
The hello?
Let future generations.
We're the Sisterhood of the Sword,
tell
don't
of
you
our
forget it.
glory.
This is a beautiful looking settlement here. It's too bad we have to ruin it. Since we get to deploy Vanguard, we actually get to set up on the other side. I don't know if it's better, though. We just go up on this hill. Just launch rocks at them from up on top. Home Alone style. No, not allowed. Can't have any fun anymore, Reginald. Set up the rock throwers. How far can you guys shoot? Not that far. The rock flingers. Boulder chuckers. Our beautiful multi-crossbow. You only get 2 of them. Oh, because they replenished 2 of them. Yeah, so it's very similar to a Reaper Bolt Thrower. It also will have access to fire arrows, but we probably should have actually slotted them in on Liu Zhang's squad, so we would have them to start. That's alright, we'll make do. They'll just fire their normal crossbow bolts and do all the damage. They're more for infantry than anything else. Yeah, but they look awesome, I agree. I am going to... No, I was going to say we'll deploy off to the other side, but the fact that the towers are completely automated and they fire machine guns... No, we're not going to deploy anyone forward at all. Where's my crossbows? Shoot. There. Crossbows up. In position then. Please don't be in range. There we go, just barely. Archers and my headphones just broke on while I was in break there, so headset's hanging on by a thread. Let's see, hang on, let me get it sorted real fast. Don't treat your things nicely, they explode on you randomly. Throw these archers head over off to the side. Plus it'll be an excellent excuse if we lose. Poison arrows fire at will. Have them spread out to start here so they can kind of be a nuisance. Technical difficulties, barely. Just kind of shattered one of the ear cups, was just barely hanging on. Everything works out just fine. I could hear everything. There was just a wee bit of a buzz in my ear. Adjust them a smidge. All right, we're good to go.
The time has come. Steel yourselves. Prepare.
Time to burn down all of China. All free.
Stand ready. Repeat. At the ready.
Alright, so we'll set you guys up with fire mode. You blast this tower. You blast the fort tower, and then we'll switch targets from there.
To attention.
You maybe try to take down this archer captain. Do as much damage as possible. Crossbow bolts away. Well, I mean, you hit your targets, but... Oh, okay. No, I don't want you to move forward, because I'm scared you're going to shoot our own units.
March quickly. Run. Quick
Stand
march.
there. You do nothing until we're able to move forward, because I don't trust you not to shoot our own crossbows.
Attend.
Scoot off to the side, though.
We have destroyed that tower.
Yep, that tower's safe.
Go.
Alright, you now can move forward and try to start harassing these archer militia, or even these key captains at the front. Just don't shoot my crossbowmen, please. I guess that's his tower's job.
At the ready.
Block this arrow tower, and then we'll switch targets from there. God, we actually get him on fire this time? Nah, no such luck. Fire shot is for taking down towers and things. When you're wanting to do straight up damage, the other shot's gonna be better, simply due to the fact that it's more accurate in most cases. We're gonna take damage. I don't like that.
Bolts ready.
These things are just gonna have to shoot up far more. That's gonna be a field artillery piece for sure.
Quickly.
Everything's on fire. We have to get a hang of things. Yeah, it's getting shot out on its way back. Or Ramses.
Now.
Since we're gonna have access to fire attacks again at Pharaoh. Oh, a nice hit.
The gates are full.
Several crispy lads there. And the gates are down. on accident. Bonk the fort tower. I believe in you. Oh, I wish we had some magic. Oh, imagine. Flames of Asgore. I need a bit more fire damage for this thing to catch a flame. Doing a really good job of strafing the units on the wall. Listen to the relaxing sounds of the siege flame. They did that on purpose. They missed this tower 100% on purpose. Almost there. Alright, that one is off a flame. Now we'll have both of them launching at the same fort tower in the center, then we can start moving the troops up finally. No man being slain on purpose, Bart.
Watch that tower crumble!
You know what? Go after this. Ooh, lovely. They've got towers internally, and that I don't want to deal with. Crossbows. Forward. Archers, you as well. Forward. Move on in there, Druki.
Rain down missiles. Make haste.
Where are my spearmen?
To attention.
To the walls. Well, we actually don't have to go to the walls. We can just set up here.
Quick, march. Hurry. Ready.
And the bandit boys up the other side there. Hey, Daniel, you have a good one too. For more of the Wurzag campaign in the future? Definitely. Wurzag shall be coming up for Friday Central Standard there. So, definitely way more Wurzag. Glad you made it by for the stream. Hope you enjoyed. Have a good rest of your night there. Yes, indeed, brain think things. Normally, though, I think you can just apply Fire Bonk to most situations and win. These caltrops here, I think, will do bad things to our horses. So instead, we're going to go and decide. I'm going to let Zheng Jiang deploy the Batman grapple and proceed to destroy everyone.
March quickly.
Get up there, lady. These two can defend the rest of the troops here.
Quickly.
Well, they really don't need it. We are doing good work. It is actually taking shots, the crossbow there, but I don't know how much damage it's actually getting in. Zheng Jiang, go after these archers in the back there. No reason to take that damage. Plan now, we'll send you guys in on horseback. You guys go through and turn around. It's an interesting idea, but what the plan is these guys will turn and try to fight them, and then the crossbow should be able to fire over the tops and indirectly on them.
Stand ready.
Zheng Jiang, you at least keep them pinned down for a moment.
To them.
You guys can easily handle that. Oh yeah, the big crossbow is definitely going to be better in field battles, I agree. I think it's going to struggle quite a bit here. Bring the horsemen in for a charge, because see, now they're coming on down. Now we should be able to fire directly in without worrying about their shields. There we go. Perfect. Yep, that's the way. And then we can also charge the cavalry in to crush. That's fantastic. Although we do need to shut down these towers. So you ladies move on in. Maybe go through the shallow water. Do that. Ignore the Jian. Get some up-close shots of the ultimate slayer of men. Get fully up in here because I don't have the better camera mod active, but just keep scaring people away. Not even using your abilities there. Yoink. wonder if she has the, see, in the trailer, she kicks the guy 3 times and throws the axe. I wonder if that's an actual match. She's got some awesome match combat animations, though. Taking a bit of damage.
Be ready. Together. Spears to hand.
Oh, out of the Jiang. I should have pulled them away already. Jiang are deadly.
Yes. Be ready. Steel yourself. Run.
Cavalry, come on in.
Quickly. Make haste.
Break these archer militia up front.
Ready. The enemy warriors are ready.
Deal with these G militia coming in. Because they're not, they were the G, not the Jiang. Jiang is sword, G is halberd.
Release. Ahead. Take heed, warriors.
Perfect, and we captured that one. So they've just got the G militia team back in the
The time has come. Go, go, go.
capture point, and if they're not set up in the right direction, they're gonna get run right over by our cavalry here.
Stand ready. Move out quickly. Stand ready. To attention. Attend. Faster. Cavalrymen. Make ready. Hurry. Move.
She's the more weakened ones. We're just gonna keep them all kind of. You charge in real quick, stop them from getting any kind of
This city is ours. Double
setup bonus, so that we can charge in and break the militia there. They're all charging uphill, which is not great for them.
ready. Steel yourself.
There we go, we broke them just in time. And victory. Another lovely win. This time we can hand this one off to Gongzun. And battle. Zheng versus Tyrion. I don't know. You give her a magical axe and she might have a chance. Sword of Cain.
All shall hear of this.
I sure hope so. 3 infamy. And 20 fame and fortune. And yeah, now we'll hand this off to our mercenary lord and give them all of the income. Or give ourselves all the income. Here you go. Enjoy.
We worked hard to take it. We should enjoy it.
We'll let them enjoy it and let them defend it too.
Show rage.
We'll move through. Could we not? Oh no, this was a mistake.
No.
Can we not move through Gongzun's
Vent frustration.
his pass there? I gave that to you, sir. You had better let me through.
Not possible.
The rascal.
Well met, friend.
You know, I actually think we'll do that. I want to see if it lets me through the pass then.
Bandits are less corrupt than nobles.
The honor is mine.
Yeah, I don't trust you at all. I'm going to give you a bit of gold. We'll take the military access and see if we can get through the
It is agreed.
pass there. Please?
Be merciless.
No, it was not worth it. Oh yes, we can. We just have to deal with the yellow turban.
Cry loud.
Oh, then come here, you.
Strike hard.
I'm guessing we probably could have got through there anyway, but just in case, let's get the military access so we're not having issues with any trespassing. And then we'll just leave him the pass. We'll give him all the different passes, and we can have the others. Maybe we'll have one of them. Maybe the Chi pass we'll take. And he could have Hong Yu and Tong. Big crossbow had 30 kills. I didn't even notice. It was doing a good job. I can't wait to see how well it does out on the open field then. Okay, so let's spend a bit of gold to make sure our settlements are good, and we'll raise in a new army. Let's convert the fishery over into a smuggling warehouse. Speed it up for 750. In fact, I think we will. Go ahead and speed that one on up. We've already got the food tents in. We can increase that even further. But I think more income's probably the way, if we're going to do anything on that one. I do want the Tribute Hall next for the extra post-battle loot for every single fight. Not going to spend the 1,000 to increase that one. That seems foolish. But now we will go ahead and raise in the army at Fanji and welcome Yu Jin. This character is an administrator. So he is.
Thrust with conviction and strike true.
Alright, bud. Thrust with conviction.
Prepare my chambers.
He is real ready. Thrusting with all the conviction. So we could get some Yellow Sky Heralds, which look like they are basically just Volkamar's soldiers, and then the White Wave veterans, which will be way better for us. Salt, good charge, good morale. There'll be a Yellow Turban Sentinel here. Probably to his chagrin. Sweet. Each of the 5 seasons affects the land and battles in different ways. So harvest season may not have anything to do with how much you're actually replenishing. We're not tough enough to demand tribute from anyone, but I think we could be if we start bullying Liu Yu up here in the north. We should do so for Gongzun, but let's do after we kind of raise up an army a bit. Although we could use the mercenary contract to raise an army. Hang on now. Where's Gongzun at? Or Gongsun? It's almost as funny as the little half-mast for the VC. I think so too.
Glad to see you.
I'm glad to see you too, bud. You have no one worth marrying, which is such a pity. We'll go ahead and... Yeah, well... Oh, we can't have any more okay, so only one mercenary contract out at a time. Which, to be fair, that makes sense. We'll probably... Hopefully he doesn't wipe out Liu Yu, and we can just sign up another contract as soon as this other one's over. It'll be 17 turns? Ugh. Long time. Bet I could have shortened it, couldn't I? Got me in for a long... extremely long mercenary contract. That's just fine. Alright, that'll be the turn then.
I have a request for you.
Have a request for me. He wants my clay rat. Give me some money. Sure, I wasn't using it anyway.
Excellent. A very productive meeting.
Really likes that clay rat. He now has his model of Throt the Unclean. The one and only. Now Ying and petty squabbles amongst petty men. Oh, okay. Whilst resettling the people, your attendant comes upon the issue and requests your judgment. A couple living in the local area has refused to move, claiming this has been their home for generations. What should we do? We can leave them. Oh, we're not allowed to. Oh no, you have to have a certain trait. Gracious or charitable? Cruel or vengeful? He is neither of those. The only thing he can do is force them to move for treasury. Oh. Humu, I definitely don't trust you now. You had your troops carry the couple to the settlement site. I had to pay them 500 for that? I should just have to tell them what to do. Our bandits are finicky. There's Lei Tong and Guo Si. Oh yeah, no, it says her path has been blocked by Tong Pass.
All will know the name Zheng Jiang.
I thought we were allowed to move through. Oh no, we are. Okay.
Push forward.
Weirdness. Weirdness afoot. Once we claim Hong Nong here,
The shedding of
we
leaves
should be able to
makes
replenish
room
up.
for new
Maybe
growth.
grab some additional troopers. Grab some additional troopers. Alright, Liu Bei, I'm actually interested in discussing.
How can we help each other?
I am interested in discussing this marshmallow. I'm out of here. We're hoping for the God of War, but apparently he's already been married off to someone else, or he is not eligible. Can't think of his name at the moment. All I know is that that's what they call him. Is it Guan? I think it's Guan Yu. Like you should. It's Guan Yu.
Steel for battle.
Okay, so he actually doesn't
I am at
punish
one
loot
again.
all the time. He's not as good of a bandit as Zheng Jiang is. I think that's just fine. And turn.
Take up
That was a
arms,
clay rat.
for we come
There'll be
for
more,
you.
don't you worry. For we come for you. Why? Broken treaties with our friends. It's one of those petty wars. Understood. Was that a shotgun sound? Pretty sure that was a
You are
shotgun sound.
stumbling block to China's
Oh.
peace.
We had deals, Wang Quang. Understood. We need to get back home quickly then. Wang Xiao has been turned into chunky salsa. That's unfortunate. War is afoot. Alrighty, gift horse. An escorted caravan approaches your you. Oh, I see. This is an interesting grammar thing that either is just not what I'm used to. An escorted caravan approaches and you recognize the banners of your current employer. Perhaps they harbor doubts to your loyalty. Wait. Why would they? I don't have a problem. We'll go ahead and take, why not both? Indeed, why not both? Your services are not cheap. Does he really expect you to choose? Yeah, give me the ancillary. A red stallion. Don't mind if I do.
Reject authority.
Oh, Zheng Jiang. Would you like to increasify your horse? Look how beautiful your new horse is. They have braided its mane and everything. Lovely. She's going to be even better now. Quite a bit heavier, too. She's not going to be quite as fast. But 20 additional charge bonus is dangerous. Happy to see it. More instinct for Zheng Jiang. Oh, why wasn't I using this? Income from all sources faction-wide if they are the prime minister, heir or faction leader, so just more income. Yoink. Don't mind if I do. Do you have any other that are helping out for faction heir? Check that one.
My
Own
lord?
army. You. Well, this pot is good. We're gonna go with this bow. We'll give you the water clock. I'm not even sure if she was actually able to fire from her horse there. Can't give you anything else. We have nothing else that benefits people that are cover for spies. Okay, that works out. They sense that you gave up the clay rats. They have nothing to save you. Well, I mean, it's kind of like the jar of dirt, I guess. From pirates. Listen, I'm a bandit queen, so there's no issues with you declaring war on me. That's just more people to steal from. You gift me your things so willingly.
No mercy.
Fools. Alright, well, I am curious to see how well the delegation works for us. What's the map look like before we do so? We would just explode them. Oh, we'll go ahead and delegate this one. I'm curious. How kind.
My legend grows.
299 lost. Unlost in Zheng Jiang's army here. They must have just charged in like crazies. We'll fight the next battle. I quite like all of these, even the easy ones. We could give this one off for some more fame and fortune. As well as another hefty bit of income there, but I think we just claim the port settlements for ourselves. It gives us a bit more a research rate. Pretty good.
It would be a shame not to take it.
I agree. It's a commander who scales walls. Sweet. She is now defiant. She supports war, resents discipline, and is wary of power. But she'll have more XP, more resolve, more attrition for hostile forces, and more morale when defending. Pretty good. She and the two Lus are now friends. Prepare for trouble and make it double.
Justice is claimed by whoever wins.
Yes. Hit them with the hyper nihilism though. They won't know what to do. I think. What does the banditry do for us? Terrible things. That's not very useful at all. I think what we'll go. I mean, we could really double down on the shopkeep. But extra income from peasantry is probably a really good call. Or the military forge. We just have to pay for the forge is all. You should You know what? That's an excellent idea. Sorry, Liu Zhang. Your name was something fantastic. Am I allowed to rename you?
Your arrival is welcome, my lord.
Silence. We just need to rename you. I don't think I'm allowed to. She may be too legendary to rename. If it was allowed, I'd do it. If you know how to rename characters, let me know. I don't think we can. Or at least I'm not finding it. What's this? How good she is in a fight. Absolutely terrible. And she really doesn't like Zheng Jiang. Battle friendships. My friend was killed. My family was killed. Huh. Liu Zhang and Zheng Jiang are not friends. Yeah, I think we do want the blacksmith. Yeah. Blacksmith, go. The fishery up in the north will be good, and this is a deserted. Is it an outpost or is it just a city? It's a capital city. Weird. Alright, well, let's make sure you have some good troops here. I think the White Wave veterans will be great. Just 2 units of them. Then we can kind of declare or get ready for a war with Dai. That'll be great. We are closing up on the end for tonight's stream. 3 more turns, man. This Hunters of Liang is a long-term one. We may not go all the way out to... I mean, we're already here, though. Oof. We'll go probably one more intern. See if there's another battle we can get into that's close in. We could form a coalition with Liu Bei? How bizarre. So simply because we've been fighting with Dongmin as much as we are, a lot of them like us. Liu Bei does end up fighting with Cao Cao and the Yuan as well. So yeah, let's form a coalition. Let's make some buddies. I like Liu Bei quite a bit. He's a honorable lad. No, I don't. I don't want Liang Jing. Get him out of my sight. Oh, request tribute. Never, because he's not like that. That makes sense. We'll just try to get some money from him then. Keep mashing the up button until we get somewhere. That's gonna take forever. Let's just go ahead and ask for 1,500, and we can just gonna drop it from there. Yoink, that'll do. We will form a coalition, a non-binding agreement to fight mutual enemies. This will allow us to have all sorts of extra buddies to punch.
Thank you.
I'll thank you. Who is Gongsun do? What's Gongsun Zan's faction heir that he gave his own faction? Interesting. I mean, sure.
Oh, it is you.
Okay. That's pretty rude, but makes sense. We are the Uber Bandit. I'm sure this will start going away pretty quick. Up to Z Smutch.
This meets our approval.
Unless Gong Sun Zan wants us to hunt down his ill-behaving son, we're good to go for now. Offer to cooperate. Gross. We become no one's vassal. We'll let people build up a bit more monies. Oh, the Bandit Queen now has new allegiances. Sweet. Well, while we're here, do we just grab another unit of Uber crossbows? I mean, they're expensive. Nah, let's not. Let's see about swapping some of these units out. She's rank 5 now, but I think we need to be rank 6 for the Fist of the Bandit Queen. We're almost there. Okay, so we keep on moving. And you need more melee. I think, Common, I do agree. I think we do need more melee. So we're just gonna grab some more Bandit Gang. They've got shield spears. They're just a nice front line for us. So we'll grab some of them. I do agree with you, though. Okay. Well, yeah, we get some hidden axes for this group. Give them some archers, as well as once they're out of arrows, they can rush on in and... Oh, no, we don't need both. Take you one out. That works out. Can't really do much building. We need a lot more money. We'll start building that up after our 2 armies are situated and ready to go. Once I think, since he is a pretty solid warrior on his own, here's the twin Jian.
What do you wish, my lord?
Called Fear and Discipline. I mean, they're not that great compared to the Red Sisters. Let me just compare them. I'd like to just compare them straight up. I know it's being used by another character, but so it's... Okay, so take it back. There's a lot more base damage, almost double. It's just the axes deal more damage. It's armor piercing, and no, I'll take it back fully. This guy is almost as good in... At least his weapons are nearly as good as Zheng Jiang. He himself does not have the instinct she does, but he would be fairly decent in a fight. I can't wait to see Yu Jin in proper scrum then. Alright, sweet business. That'll be the turn.
Strong hearts will win the future.
We will invite Han Fu to join our coalition. Why? Who's Han Fu? Alright, sure.
As you wish.
Our employer has agreed peace with Dongmen. We can respect the peace and then declare war on them again with someone else. That's so cool. Okay, yeah, we will.
For your consideration.
He wants to join. Can I tell him no? Oh, regardless of how you vote, a majority of your allies have already declined this deal. Sorry, Liu Yu. My friends think you smell.
You insult us.
I mean, fair enough. You smell. You insult me. Eastern Dongmen. Why? We were winning. Now Ying has invited Kong Rong into their coalition. Han Fu has signed a peace treaty with friends stick together. Fading light of the day, you and your friend gather for a drink. It's an almost ritualistic time for you both, a time to sit, reflect, and enjoy one another's company. There's seldom time these days, not like there used to be, so you both savor the moment. I don't think this is what Zheng Jiang's about. She's about punching people in each other's company and fine wine. Well, maybe not. Maybe it's one of those kind of... you can throw axes at the tree the best. We've got the blacksmith built and the smuggling warehouse, the trading port. All sorts of diplomatic nonsense going on, and Liu Yu has a new capital. Oh no, does that mean he's getting crumped? Oh no, he's actually... No, he's definitely getting crumped. Man, Gongsun Zan is doing very well up here in the north. We might need to deal with that. In fact, I would not be surprised if he fights us at some point. In the meantime, though, would you like another mercenary contract?
This will be short.
Not you, I don't care about you. Where's Gongsun?
Well met, friend.
Well met indeed. I'll show up to help you punch Liu Yu. He says, absolutely. Can I get tribute out of you? Never. Okay, fair enough. See, here's the thing. If we do marry the faction heir, when he does take over the faction, do we then own the faction? Or do they just get a different faction heir? Because if we could take over Gongsun Zan's faction kind of through diplomatic marriage, we could definitely do so. For now, though, we'll just get in to give me some gold. Let's do that, like, that 2,500 is going to be a little too much. We'll just start dropping it from there. That'd be just fine. And another mercenary contract it is. This time against Liu Yu. Oh. And there we go.
Yes, we
I didn't
accept.
realize we selected Liu Bei. Wait, another mercenary contract. Let's strike on out and see what's going on then.
Never yield.
Never yield. We'll set up in ambush right about here. Recruit in one more hidden axe if we can afford them. No, those guys are expensive. Meantime, let's go on down here then. Walls at war with you.
Speak quickly.
Chancellor of the state. His intimidation is insignificant. Only you weren't so weak. Let's go ahead and find... Haven't met Cao Cao. Liu Bei's fighting him, so we could go for a mercenary contract with Liu Bei.
Welcome, friend.
Oh, okay, I see. We can't accept other contracts because we already have... That makes sense. Okay, that's fine. Well, in that case, we may just declare war on our own then and smash through Hang Yu Pass. Apologies, but you're in my way. We can also just turn around and claim the Emperor. We're closing in. We have a lot of random wars that have popped up, but no one's come on over here to attack us, so I'm not sure. So close to the Emperor. Seems a shame to turn around now. It would also be a shame to get our settlements randomly sacked. I'm down south to hit the Wu Pass. Fireworks going off in the background. Here I'm
I am no
crazy
fool.
with fireworks. Closing in on the 4th of July here, so. King Zhao. Jade mine, I bet that can get money. I think we strike out for the Emperor. Let's say you guys. I don't think we've really run into too much. Wow, he's got a full army of Zhanmaijin infantry only. Or Zhanmajian?
Troops.
I am going to go for the upgrade of the irrigated farmland, I believe. Either that or the small city. guys jump into an ambush. After recruiting up, maybe not some hidden axes, I wouldn't have the money for it anymore. That would make sense. We'll just go to an ambush then. No problem. Or we could spread the loot.
Focus intent into piercing action.
Having that low of loot, I think, will hurt us, though. And let the army really get ready to fight, though. Which will help us take down this commander even easier. Yeah, so we'll spread the loot, and then we'll jump him next turn. We will come on down from the south, take the Wu Pass. We may even offer to trade it to Gongsun Zan just for the... We issue a declaration.
With wrath.
A declaration of war it is.
Impossible.
Oh, you can't make it any further?
Destroy them.
I was gonna say, lie again. No night battles. They are already a bit weakened, but they actually have some G infantry that are proper, not militia. Delegation would give us medium casualties, actually. Really? Let's see what that means. I want to fight the battle up here in the north before we end the stream.
Leave the bodies as a
Oh, that's not too bad at all. 3 more infamy. We will go ahead and just occupy.
To abandon it would be rude.
Agreed.
Resist servitude.
We gained a black thoroughbred for some more cunning. Oh, perfect. Let's give this. He's currently got a gray horse, which gives him some more expertise. Even though it's more for cunning than expertise, I think this is the better horse to give him. More mass, so easier to pull through areas, and more charge bonus too. Sweet. He deserves a nice horse.
My blade is poised.
And with that victory, we actually have enough to recruit him in another unit of hidden axes, which we shall do. I take it back. Instead of hidden axes, let's grab Bandit Marauders have more attack, but the Raiders have more armor piercing. So let's grab the Marauders for the light cavalry. And that sounds good.
Strong hearts will win the future.
We will invite Gongsun Zan. They have already... They want to accept. I mean, I am forming the most powerful coalition with Liu Bei and Gongsun and the Bandit Queen.
It is up to you.
I agree, I am the Bandit Queen. You were but an underling.
Our wrath will be swift and absolute.
Bring it, ugly. War is declared. Tao Ying has declared open war. We call for aid. Yep. Just as good as the... They've been going off all month. And I don't mind. I enjoy fireworks myself. It's just, as long as they're not doing it at 1 in the morning. Okay. You're gonna come on out and face us. One more battle for the stream. I can't wait. It says we're gonna lose this fight. Can't imagine why. And Troll. You know who you're facing off against, right? This is the enforcer of the law. Himself. Let's do it. He has a lot more archers than I do, but my general is an absolute champion. It's weakened army versus weakened army. This should be a fight. Oh, we'll actually get to see, hopefully, several duels. We've got some deployables. What do we got? Oh, we actually have a tower. Yoink. So in 3 kingdoms, you get deployables. We get towers, which do exactly what you'd expect. You get wooden stakes, which work as, like, defenses. You can set them up quite a ways, too. And you get oil. So if anyone gets too close, you can hit them with the old oil slick, which we can't really make use of. So we'll just ignore that one.
To attention! Stand ready!
We don't have much in terms of archers. In fact, I think I'm gonna hide my axe band. Oh, you know what? They can hide. The axe band doesn't need to hide.
Attend! The time has come! Steel yourself!
These guys can hide
Cavalry attend!
with the cavalry back here defending. I will take a quick look at our white band, or our turban warriors. Yellow turban warriors, which are just the white. Oh, they're white wave veterans. That's why they're wearing the white. Makes sense. I will admit to not knowing enough about the Yellow Turban Rebellion and the different three kingdoms or the different eras in China to truthfully tell us much about it or even try to speak on it. I will go ahead and get all the units together and get this battle started.
Axes, attend! Prepare!
Okay, so we'll let them come on over here and then jump on out with our yellow turbans. Tower does have ammunition, so it'll run out eventually, but just think. We get a duel. Doesn't want to duel. The cowards. He's not that tough. Come on. He's definitely incredibly tough. Range block chance, 50%. We'll use that when these archers get a bit closer.
The time has come.
What do you mean you don't want to duel? You're coming on over here? You don't get to simultaneously talk smack.
To attention! Hurry!
Oh, maybe you have to control the tower in order to use it? Cool.
Steel yourself!
Oh, come on now. Relative strength negligible. You're not that weak. Yeah, agreed. In most history, actually, besides...
Move out quickly!
I'm not going to give away really where I'm from, but
Quick march!
we weren't taught too much about any kind of history other than our own state, which is a bit sad. I've done a lot of my own research after the fact, actually.
Stand ready! Take heed, warriors! Make ready! Stand by, axes! You lack the strength to defeat me!
That's
Talk all you
absolutely
want.
true.
You are still going to die.
No one wants to duel.
Warriors, at the ready! Prepare! Join them! Stand ready! Steel yourselves! Our hidden men have been seen! Unleash fury! Make ready! Fight!
We're trying to work together to bring down these lance cavalry. That should be an easy win for the two of them together. Oh, Jiang wants to fight. Single
I will
combat.
defeat you!
Oh, it's time. We just have to basically ignore the enemy generals. Your soldiers cannot win.
To attention! Swords! Blades ready! Show no mercy!
The actual duel.
Do not relent!
Because the second we turn in, they're gonna fire those arrows. That's some incredible reaction time there, archers.
Attack!
He's destroying her in a fight.
At the ready! Take heed, warriors! The time has come! No time!
You guys away. Because we've been watching the fight for the most part, we've been neglecting the other parts of the fight.
I will cut out your hearts.
It's a bit early for you to be talking smack there. Yeah, the Spartan kick. You leave this horse alone. Watching all the soldiers do battle in the back is awesome. Better finish her. This battle's been going on for far too
Do not
long.
waste your breath! You will need it!
They have been just trading blows.
Stand by. Strike! Run! Run! Destroy them!
Oh, they've got
Prepare!
my white wave. We're not attacking like I asked them to, and so that's going to cause us some all sorts of losses there.
Stand ready!
Ugh, that's unfortunate. And definitely something that didn't need to happen. Alright, we win our duel.
The enemy general falls! Ha!
Yeah, but unfortunately we're going to lose all of our troops in the process.
At the ready! March to the double!
We can duel the enemy lord as well. Perfect. 2
I
duels.
will defeat you!
We'll win the old-fashioned way. Slaying all of your
Stand
men.
ready!
Funnily enough, 7 horsemen. Scaring off the banana soldiers.
Stand ready!
I mean, their role is anti-archers. So hopefully they can do their work then.
Axemen!
Oh, proper duel. Amongst the red cape and the purple cape generals. Someone's breathing heavy. Watching the duels definitely got our last soldiers killed there, but here we are.
The time has come! Prepare! Kill them! Attack! Steel yourselves! Be ready! Fight!
I think he's very tired after his duels. Want to learn more about Thailand's rebellion and breaking free from French grasp? Fair enough. There's all sorts of ancient wars in between Korea versus. Oh man! Oh, both blades in the head.
The enemy
Well, that's another duel won.
falls! Ha!
Yoon Jin, the absolute uber Chad,
Horsemen!
and these 6 horsemen also chasing off what 74 men by themselves. We took way more casualties than we needed to there, but pretty fun win. Yoon Jin, yeah, you can help out chasing off those archer militia there. Winning those duels should have given him some nice permanent buffs. Just gotta explode these archers as they run away. Look how much damage he is doing. That is insanity. Look at the numbers. That doesn't even happen in Warhammer unless you have Kolek. Or someone else just insane chasing guys off. That unit got obliterated. Are 6 cavalrymen doing good? I mean, they're winning. Little by little. I'd like to learn more about all of the different African kingdoms and all their wars. Same thing with, like I said, with ancient Asia and things like that. There's a whole bunch of stories that just aren't told for some reason. Lots of attitude thrown about history right now, but there's a whole bunch of stories we should be telling instead. Drop down last few of these archers. We'll just go ahead and claim victory there. Beautiful. Hopefully we are able to replenish a lot with just taking on the soldiers we captured. Hopefully we may have captured one of their good generals here, although 2 blades in the brain may not be survivable. Yeah. Throat kick.
We won with integrity.
Well,
Now
yeah, he's
let
the
us
only one to
celebrate
survive.
with abandon.
Gain 3 infamy. Gain 7 fame and fortune. And we managed to capture Fan Chuo, who has been scarred. Ooh, that actually gives him some more morale. We don't have the money to actually employ you, sir. He's fraternal. We'll go ahead and release them this time. Executing them, they don't have anything of value to steal. Just wouldn't be worth it. We'll fight them again. We obviously can beat them in a duel, no problem, so I'm not really threatened by them. Recruit. That's only 3%. That is awful.
Let the captives go.
We probably should have taken the loot. That way we can easily replenish up afterwards. Oh, it's alright. But yeah, we do win the title for winning 2 duels. That's, man. Looters are all out there causing problems with everyone. Tao Ying has requested Kong Rong join. I really like Kong Rong. Couldn't even tell you why. That's one of the only other factions I've played besides Zheng Jiang and Liu Bei. So Tao Ying has declared war on Zheng Jiang. He has indeed. Yuan Shu and Liu Beiyao have formed a coalition. And Liu Chong has formed a peace treaty. Or signed one with Yuan Shu. Alright, well there's our contract successfully completed. We are the best at being mercenaries. We're losing, huh? Noble Sword, and we got the Cool Dragon there, the last title. Having a general win 2 duels in 1 battle. Perfect. Oh, Tao Ying and Zheng Jiang are now rivals. They despise one another. Alright, well, with that victory, let's see kind of how things are rolling out over here in Liu Yu's area. His troops are all coalescing, and we have a low loot. Oh, we replenished up nicely.
Resume standard positions.
Yeah. So we can go for composure, getting night battles, or diligence. So faction-wide, we get more... Well, it's obviously the night battles. That's not even a question. He's intimidating. Immune to being scared.
The quiet ambition of
So
a
they literally
outstrips
they modeled
bragging
Eugen off of me.
warlords.
How cool. Onward.
Remain poised.
To liberty.
Do not yield.
We can just delegate that one. Yeah.
Picture victory.
We lose a few.
And it will be yours.
Gains fame and fortune. And this settlement belongs to... Wow, it's so much income. I'm not here to make you stronger, though. That's my problem.
For our labors.
The main settlements, we can't let you have. I'll go ahead and demolish this building here, and we shall wait. Plan our next advancements, because we have a lot of land under our control now, and not a lot of armies to actually control it. Control a bit too much, if I'm being perfectly honest here. We need to raise up another force in this middle area. We're lucky he stayed out of it for now, but that's definitely not going to last. And we captured another capital there. Military great axe. Oh, we're still low on loot, huh? That's not
Unify
good.
in one direction.
It drops his satisfaction by 15. I figure
My
since we're in
blade is
friendly
poised.
territory now, that should fix his loot issues. But maybe not. I don't like the selling of our food, so let's switch it back over to the other building there. Oh, we worked together and wiped out that faction. Alright, well he has claimed up the horse pastures, which is unfortunate. So, I mean, if Gongsun does not join up with our coalition here, let's just check real fast. I check who all's in my coalition. Okay, so it's just Liu Bei. Gongsun doesn't have any. We may start up a fight with them then, because they've got a lot of good territory up here in the north. And all of this northern territory is great, simply because we can only be attacked from one side, kind of down here in the south. So we snatched this on up after kind of gaining a lot of... We probably should have handed it off to them, and then we could have immediately declared war on them after, so gained 7,600 gold or whatever it was, and then fought them. Learning a bit for our future battles here with Three Kingdoms. I think for now, we'll go ahead and call the stream there. Thank you all so much for stopping by. Hope you all enjoyed a bit of a historical Total War. Zheng Jiang and her squad have been absolutely annihilating through the countryside. And actually, we haven't been able to get a single duel with Zheng Jiang herself, so we had to do so with Eugen, which only happened after much finagling. Either way, hope you all have a wonderful rest of your night there. It's very, very late here, so I'm about to crash myself. So, good night, everyone. Thank you all for stopping by the stream. See you, Common. And see everyone else out there.